right, welcome, fellow geeks, to our episode 3 of Fall of Plaguestone, our official Pathfinder 2e adventure. We have back with us this week our same cast that we've had, and I'm going to let them introduce their wonderful selves. Bill, let's start with you. Tell us about you.
Hi, I'm Bill. How you going? I am a podcaster. I make a show called Escape This Podcast. And I make another show called Solve This Murder. Solve This Murder's coming back soon. We've been on hiatus, but coming back soon. And I'm excited. I'm playing Gunnar Wainwright, a big, giant Wainwright. And I'm excited to play.
Very good. Now, we were just talking about animals before we went live, and Gunnar also has a boar companion named Pumpkin. So tell me, Bill, is Gunnar's favorite animal a boar?
Well, now, his favorite animal is a boar, but that's because Pumpkin is his favorite animal specifically. His favorite type of animal is the eagle.
Oh, interesting. Very good. Very good. I love that. All right, Toby, tell us about you.
Hi, I am Toby. I am a GM for the SideQuest Inn. You can find us at thesidequestin.com. And I am playing Cindy, who is a rich noblewoman on an adventure. With her
Kitsune ancestry, yes?
Kitsune, yes. With her trusty sidekick, Giles.
Who is being voiced by Bill. He fell into the role beautifully.
Yep.
Very good. Thank you, Toby. And Shelby, tell us about you.
Hi, I'm Shelby. And I don't know if I was just supposed to talk about my character, but I'm playing Evelyn Vesper. She is an oracle, curse of the cosmos, and she tells fortunes using her tarot cards or whatever the Pathfinder equivalent is of them, I was told, and I have forgotten. And she's just going where she feels the universe pulls her. That's her.
I love it. She can use tarot cards if she wants. They probably exist out there somewhere.
Yeah. And I told chat last week, they're all handmade. She made them all herself too. That was her fact.
Love it. Very good. Ian, tell us about you.
Yes, I am playing Sokratak, the Tengu insurance adjuster, who is very, very interested in making sure that people know how to minimize risks in the workplace. It's important, because then you can bring down insurance premiums and everybody's happy. It's also
so far, there's been quite the risks in the workplace here.
Yeah, Gunnar. Yeah. Making a lot of work for some people, aren't you?
You're making the work yourself. Just relax.
Just tear up those forms, you know? Very good. Thank you, Ian. Wonderful cast we have with us. I'm Chase. I am playing the game master for this campaign. I am part of Level 1 Geek. You'll see me around here. And that's us, everybody. So before we get too far into it, as I mentioned, we are playing Fall of Plaguestone, which is written by Jason Bowman. This is an official Pathfinder 2e adventure. So the world of Glaren we're playing in, this module we're playing in, the characters, the setting, the rule set, etc., is all part of Pathfinder 2nd Edition and owned by a wonderful company named Paizo. So Paizo, thank you for your game. This is our unsponsored fan content. You guys chat. Hello, everybody. You guys have some stuff you can do to interact with us as well. We don't have anything too crazy for this little mini series, but we have our standard affirmation bar down here at the bottom, just below the map. If you guys want to give out some of your channel points, or as we call them, mana points, you can slide that slider either towards the devil's side, which is the villains. That will give all of the villains a bonus on their d20 rolls. Or you can slide it over to the angel side, which is the heroes. And if you guys get it over there, it'll give a plus to the heroes d20 rolls. If you exceed the bar in any direction, it will give hero points to the wonderful heroes here. That's what these little zeros are in the dice right now. Sad face, we have no hero or villain points. If you slide them towards the villain side and exceed, I will get villain points. Heroes are going to use them for rerolls and cheating death. I will use them to make encounters more challenging. And that's what we've got for this one. Also, Bill has put out a personal bounty of 10,000 bits in a single stream. Gunnar will turn on the party. And Gunnar is just getting more and more terrifying, in my opinion. So That's a thing that's out there if it interests you and you're an agent of chaos. And that's what you guys can do to hang out with us aside from just, chilling and chatting in chat and watching the show. So thanks for being here, everybody. Okay, Ian has kindly offered to do our recap for the fall of Plaguestone. So tell us what happened last time, Ian, if you would be so kind.
Yes, well, we picked up on the beginning of a bar fight. It was potentially unfortunate because medical bills can get expensive, and of course, paying for the deductible on all the broken kitchen and dining equipment could be quite expensive, but fortunately, nothing was broken. The sheriff did intervene once it was already over, and once things had settled down a little bit, we heard a story from Bort, the caravan runner, I guess, who talked about a ship in a storm and a ominous meeting with Pharasma shortly before meeting her a bit more properly, I guess. Anyways, fortunately, we did find out that it was poison. It turns out that it's much more difficult to get certain medical costs and funeral costs compensated for when you die from natural causes. And we began to investigate. We found out that there were footprints leading into the kitchen from outside that were belonging to more of a halfling goblin-sized creature, which we began following. After a brief constitutional where we drank to Bort's memory, we went into town following the tracks, and once we lost them, we decided to split up to find the murderer, because everyone knows that having more eyes in different places is often a efficient strategy to conquer a horror story.
Very true. Wonderful. Yeah, that about sums it up. So thank you very much, Sokra, for that recap. So at the very end of our session last time, where we ended was with our heroes searching through the northern portion of town. It is nightfall at this point. The lights have gone down. There is no natural light in this northern part of the town, so it's gotten quite dark. I don't think, do any of you have dark vision? I feel like one of you did, but maybe it was
yeah, I do.
I have low light vision. I don't know if that's different.
Yeah, it's kind of cloudy out. It's been raining earlier in the week. It's currently not raining, but so
I have dancing lights, though, which I think I had up.
That's right. So you put up dancing lights, and Giles, I believe, was holding a torch for Cindy.
I believe so.
So we've got Giles and Cindy and Sokra together. They were searching around the northern portion of town together, and everybody was kind of split up. They ended up crossing paths, as did Evelyn and Gunnar. Evelyn has cast dancing lights. Evelyn and Gunnar spotted something small moving in the shadows and called out to it, and they heard a voice that sounded very much like Phoenix yelp and flee. Evelyn tried to cast a daze spell and disable it, but it just seemed to harm it just so slightly, and it is taking off sprinting. Gunnar immediately went in pursuit, if I recall correctly. Is that right?
That sounds like me.
Very good. So Gunnar's pursuing. Evelyn, I believe, is in tails. She just took a little time to cast a spell first. And then meanwhile, Sokra and Cindy and Giles were searching around. No such luck as finding a little creature named Finnick, though the torchlight that Giles was holding did attract a visitor of sorts, which is a very large mosquito-looking bug. I'll go ahead and put up a picture of that again, just so everybody can see.
Just about to go up and inspect it.
There it is.
Oh, man.
Now, this bug is not like person size, but like this is not mosquito size. Like this is probably like the size of a large ball. And it is fluttering, and it's currently like fluttering around the torchlight, and it's looking at Giles a little funny. You might get the hint that it's about to land on Giles. So let's start with you two. You all see this bug. Sokra, you probably see it first.
Yes, I have a question. So I have the sneaking suspicion that Sokra would be aware of the flora and fauna that might pose risks on a trip through this town, since, he was traveling through it and he's a bit of a nerd. Does he recognize this bug?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a secret check if you wouldn't mind. And in Founder, you can do that by clicking one of your skills, and there's a blind GM roll option. Roll me a nature.
Okay, I shall do that.
And for those at home, a secret check means I'm going to see the result. He won't, because in Pathfinder 2, if he gets a really bad check, I might lie to him.
Ooh.
All right. Now you have heard of such a creature. You're actually not super knowledgeable on him. This hasn't been like an aspect of your deep studies, but you know that this is a blood seeker. It is basically a large mosquito. They are around this area, and they are dangerous. They're not nice. They have been known to kill people on occasion.
So that means it's never killed anybody, and it's perfectly safe.
Yeah.
That's what I'm understanding from this context.
Do I have time to investigate, make it the target of an investigation?
How long does that take? Is that like just you can just swap it, or do you have to investigate for a minute?
So
for that
it's
one?
a minute-long action, if I recall.
Yeah, so you can start it. You can definitely start investigating. And then we'll see how it goes from there.
I think I hear some buzzing. I wonder what that is. Perhaps it's a mystery.
Giles, deal with it.
Oh, of course. And Giles takes out a giant fly swatter that he's canonically had this whole time. If you just check the sheet.
Oh, absolutely.
He is like full of gadgets.
Giles is the protagonist.
Giles may have a fly swatter. Absolutely.
And he goes to look for these bugs.
Yeah, you see it flutter down, and it starts circling the torch. And I mean, this thing is like as big as the torch. Definitely
burn it or something.
Looks like a fly swatter would like spank it, not crush it.
Well,
don't spank it.
Giles has been told to burn it, so he's going to try and hit it with the torch.
Okay, so Giles is swinging with the torch. We're going to go ahead, and you little group here right now are going to roll initiative. Giles doesn't have his own initiative. He's going to act on Cindy's turn because he's technically a minion.
Oh my gosh, can I use minion rules? Like, can I use an action to give Giles actions?
100%.
This is the best.
Okay, I'm putting us back to the original map. So just pretend that these are like rundown buildings and not a carriage.
I have to play pretend.
Okay. Yeah, I know. It's really unfortunate in this game. I understand. Okay, Gunnar is not here. Evelyn's not here. Lots of these people aren't here. So here you all are, gathered around a building in the middle of this town. Giles is holding the torch, and there's this bug here fluttering around.
He's so cute.
Do you want to activate the encounter so we can roll?
Yes, thank you. Now you guys can add yourselves to the initiative, and we can roll.
I got a 16, darling.
Okay. I think I did this the wrong way last time. I clicked on like attributes, initiative, perception. Is that right or no?
No. So the easiest way to do it will be to go to the combat tracker and click the little dice next to your name, and that will.
Oh, right. Yeah, I forget about this thing. I'm really sad.
Wonderful. I don't know why I put Giles in here.
I rolled like a 12 when you said do initiative, but I didn't do it the right way. So
yeah, it's okay. We're getting the hang of it. Okay, so we've got Cindy, Sokra, and then the Bloodseeker. So, Cindy, you told Giles to do a thing. Giles, you swung a torch at it, so I'll let you take a free swat at it. Go ahead and just you're gonna roll me an attack +4.
Wait, before that happens, can I use an action?
Oh, yeah,
acting
sure.
Before me or after
In
me?
fact, you're going first initiative, so we'll just say it's flavorfully. It works that you're going first.
Okay, so what Cindy? Tell me if this is okay. Cindy wants to use bardic performance, but her bardic performance is going to be ordering Giles around, like this whole combat, like like trying to inspire Giles to greatness.
Yeah, she's like, and it's indirectly inspiring Sokra a little bit. She's so authoritative.
Yeah. Okay. That's the first action. The second action, she's gonna cast guidance on Giles. Can I do that on my minion?
Yeah.
Okay.
He is a living minion.
Guidance on Giles. Burn it, Giles. Do something. Don't just stand there.
Of course. I'll get right on that. Here we go.
So if you want to now, you can add +6 to this if you use the guidance, Giles.
Cool. Can I
Of
roll
course
for
you'll
Giles?
use
Do I
the
have capacity?
guidance.
As long as it's okay with Toby, I am fine with you rolling for Giles.
Yeah, of course. You
Wait,
are.
is this going to roll 6d20 or d20 plus 6? I think it's going to roll 6d20.
It's a little different.
Giles is top.
Definitely rolled 60-20.
Hey, there's a natural 20 in there.
Oh
I got
my
42.
gosh.
I'll just roll the d20. Here you go.
Oh.
It's a 2. That's an 8.
Yeah, Giles, you swat at it, and it's a very solid swap. And this thing just kind of buzzes to the side, kind of deceptively quick.
Giles, swing it like you mean it.
Of course, man. They're a little bit quicker than I'm used to, but I'll swing again with a second action.
don't
at a
wanna hear
negative
your
5 or
excuses.
something.
I just want to see progress.
This one will be at
I'll
a
show you.
+1.
Progress. Hiya!
Oh.
Giles got a nat 1, so we're going to draw from the critical fail deck right out the get-go.
Oh.
Giles critically strikes the nearest ally.
I think this
Wait.
is Giles' uprising. I think this is a
Oh,
I think this is a form of rebellion.
Is
Giles
it
sent
Sokra?
on
I'll show
party.
you a hearty swing, my lady.
It's gotta be Sokra, right? Sokra's right there.
I'm
We're going to
pretty sure it's
randomize
you.
it.
Okay.
So 1 and 2 is going to be Cindy.
Oh, there it is.
It's Cindy.
How
So
dare you?
a critical hit with this is going to be 2d4. And you're taking 1 persistent fire damage, Cindy.
Okay, this is so great.
And here's another 6.
Oh! You've caught my dress on fire. Put it
I'm
out.
so sorry. I'll
Put it
right
out.
now. Of course. He takes his hat off and he.
Watch where you swing that thing. You'll never get a peach like this.
Oh no.
All right, Cindy. So you bardic performanced. You commanded your minion. What's your last action?
I did 2 actions.
You did guidance. That's
Yeah.
right. Okay, that makes it Sokra's turn.
Okay, so I got Inspire Courage, right?
You do.
I'm gonna flavor that as like I see Cindy trying so hard and she's just a delicate little civilian. She's really squishy. So Sokra just realizes that he needs to step in and help protect Cindy.
Which at this point mostly needs protection from Giles, as this bug is still just kind of fluttering around.
Oh dear. Get back! I'll help you, Giles. What are you doing?
It was an accident. I tripped on this small piece of rubble at my feet.
Did I finish my investigation?
Yeah, we'll say you finished your investigation.
Okay, sweet. I will devise a stratagem then with a free action, which need to do different things to use.
It's about time you've started. You've just been standing there staring at it.
Okay.
Well, what are you waiting for? Deal with it. Giles, put this fire out.
Giles stabs you by accident.
Oh
So
boy.
if you choose to take
boy.
an attack, it will be a 12.
Oh boy, I'm not going to take that. Well, it is a bug. Sure, I'll take it. Okay, I'll spend an attack on this horrible roll.
Okay. Yeah, you and what are you swinging at it with again?
I'm
Your
swinging it with-
blade fan? Gale blade?
do we have any hero points yet?
Nope. Just
Chat.
Cindy and Evelyn.
Chat, you need to bail me out here. Okay, then yeah, I'm using a Tengu Gale Blade.
A Tengu Gale Blade. Okay, yeah, you swing at that thing and it just, you hear a, bzzz, and it just kind of zips to the side and dodges it. And
Okay.
you
Giles.
continue on.
I'm like trying to get distracted by like stopping Giles from what he's doing unsuccessfully, and I'll spend the other action. Is there like total defense action, something like that?
Yeah, so you can take cover as an action, and technically you need like all these rules for it, but as long as you can give me a reasonable way that you take cover from this, I'll allow you to get the +1 defense.
I mean, there's some flame and smoke in the air, and I'm gonna be trying to put that between me and the insect.
Yep, I
So
like
you
it.
don't like smoke.
Okay, is that it for Sokra?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, chat is feeling sinister. They gave me 3 villain points already.
Oh,
So I'm gonna spend 3 of them, and you guys are gonna hear
Chris-
another buzzing from the other direction.
So Chris sheds a single tear. He doesn't know why. Only chat does.
This one seems like it is looking interested in Cindy, and then she starts getting on fire and smoking, and it's gonna meander over here.
Giles, you saved me.
All the
this
plan,
one
madam.
here.
All to plan.
This one here, afraid of the flames, is going to attack Sokra. Sokra, you're not flat-footed. They're too small and uninterested at the moment, so you are not flanked. But this is going against your armor class. I am affirmated, so this is going to be 2 higher than it rolls here. 17 versus your armor class, Sokra.
That will hit.
Okay, so this does no damage, but
You're
this
fine then.
bug grabs onto you. It lands on your arm, and you kind of feel these little stabby, barbed legs latch onto your arm, and then it's just going to stab its face into your arm.
Get
And
it
it
off!
is-
Get it off!
It's going to start drinking. Let's put this here.
I moved away from Minnesota to get away from these things.
Here's that much. Okay.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so there we go. So you're just going to take damage here. It doesn't even look like there's
Okay.
a save on this. So you take 2 damage, and you are drained 1. Which means your maximum hit points and some other things are going to go down. And sorry, I am forgetting exactly what this ability does.
You don't have to apologize.
Kind. There you go. Well, thank you for that, Toby. It's
have
going to
to
drain your
apologize.
blood again. It's going to use its last action to keep on sucking. For 4 more damage. Your drained does not go up.
Sounds good.
That's its turn. That makes it back up to Cindy.
Did the other one go?
No, the other one spent its turn just flying in.
Oh, that's good.
Mhm.
Giles, pick me up. We got to get out of here. We've got to find help.
Okay.
Can Giles pick Cindy up and run?
Giles can absolutely pick Cindy up. He'll move at half speed, but he can do it.
Do I roll my flat check now or later for persistent damage?
Oh, right. Thank you. You take 1 fire damage and then go ahead and roll your flat check. Does not go out.
Oh no.
That's fine.
You're not like fully ablaze. You just have like some embers on your dress that are not
Okay.
feeling so good.
First she's gonna cast guidance on Sokra. Good luck, Sokra. We'll try to find someone.
To replace you.
Thanks.
Giles, pick me up. We must find the watch.
All right, madam, I'll just pick you up and down.
Run!
go.
What are you waiting for?
I'm going as fast as I can.
Is it still raining?
No,
Okay.
it's a little bit on like the humid side and cloudy, but no rain.
Okay. As Giles is running with Cindy, Cindy wants to use, I don't know what skill you want me to use. She just wants to be shouting for help to try to get guards or Gunnar or Evelyn or whoever, the homeless guy, whoever's around to try to help Sokra is what she's going to be yelling.
And are you shouting or using any tools or anything, or just a shout?
Oh my gosh. She pulls out. Oh, that's in her chest. Oh, she pulls her signal whistle out and just starts blowing the whistle. That's like
Beautiful.
as loud as she can. It's probably like deafening Giles's ear. Like it's
He's already
just,
deaf.
Somebody help.
So Giles, you can move half your speed. So it's going to be 1 action for Giles to pick her up, and then he can move half his speed, which is, we'll just round it up to 3. So go ahead and move 3 squares wherever, and you'll bring Cindy with you as she's blowing on this whistle.
Run faster.
I mean, presumably that's just to hear.
He could do. Oh, that's both of his actions, huh?
Yeah, and you can go one more down. Okay, so Cindy, you're moving.
I thought that's two diagonals, not 3 squares.
Oh, you're correct. Thank you.
I know how little we can move.
And
you
then
do.
She will, with her signal whistle and yelling, she'll continue her inspire courage, and that'll be all of her actions. Sokra, get it off of you!
So before we jump to
What's gonna
Sokra,
do?
let's jump over to Gunnar and Evelyn. So Gunnar and Evelyn, Gunnar, you are full chase on this this little goblin-looking figure, and I mean, you feel like you're gonna catch him. Like you're definitely faster.
Definitely going to catch you.
But he's got a bit of a head start on you, right? Evelyn, you're just a little ways behind because you cast a spell, and as this pursuit is going on, you guys hear this loud whistling off in the distance.
Help!
It's not too far, though it sounds like it would be a bit of a jog to get to it, and you hear Cindy's voice falling off in the distance.
Help! Help!
What are you guys doing? Are you guys going to continue to pursue, or are you guys going to head towards this help? What are you doing?
How far away am I from this goblin? Like, does it? Can I see what I'm chasing? Is it?
It definitely looks like a goblin. It's dark out, and you've got like this light of these dancing lights around Evelyn, and it looks like Finnick, though it's too dark to get details to be certain.
I've got my pig with me.
You do have Pumpkin with you, yes.
Can I give an order to Pumpkin and say, "Okay, Pumpkin, you go sick him, Pumpkin," and send Pumpkin after the goblin, and then turn and head for the screaming Cindy?
Absolutely. Okay. Roll me. Hey,
don't eat it, Pumpkin. Just catch it for me.
For the don't eat it command, roll me a nature to handle animal to give like a very specific command to Pumpkin here.
Sure.
Guys
I
always
don't have
tell me
a
not to
character
eat stuff.
here, so I can't remember off the top of
Is
my
that
head.
Pumpkin's internal monologue?
Yeah, I'm the voice of Pumpkin, and no one knows what Pumpkin says except for inside Pumpkin's head.
So good.
Just let me grab. So I'm rolling nature.
Nature, yep.
All right. I'll roll you 20. Woo.
Oh,
And-
no.
Oh no.
What are these rolls?
That's a nat one. I mean, Pumpkin takes off in pursuit.
Oh, well, I guess he's gonna eat him.
Oh, well, I could continue pursuing. I have good range. You go for
It's
the
up-
others.
If you're sure, I mean, look, we gotta find this goblin, but it sounds like Cindy's in trouble. So, you know,
yes, I'm quite
you
capable.
all right, Evelyn, when you find this goblin, you make him talk.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, so Evelyn takes off after Pumpkin.
Yeah, because she's got spells for days. She's got range.
Very good. Okay, I love this. So this is gonna put Evelyn, Pumpkin, and Finnick in a chase. Alleged Finnick. And then Gunnar, what's your speed?
1,000,000. I think.
Million speed.
Yeah, just 25 feet per.
Okay. So you will
Quarter.
arrive to them at the end of next round.
Ah.
So we'll get you putting in that combat there. And let's go to Evelyn for a second here.
Okay.
Evelyn, you go taking off after this goblin-looking creature.
Okay.
You know what? My PDF just died, so let's go back to Sokra first, and we'll come back to you in a minute.
Okay.
My PDF says it's Sokra's turn. So Sokra, it's your turn.
Oh, I'm muted. Okay, there we go. Sokra is busy getting uncomfortably familiar with one of these mosquitoes. Can I do something to get it off of me?
Yeah, so it's attached to you, so you can either do an acrobatics, an athletics, or an unarmed attack to get this off of you.
Acrobatics, athletics, or an unarmed attack. Let me, where's skills in here for skills? This is a better place to find skills.
Yeah, if you click on your token, the top left, there should be a skills category there that should show all your skills right there.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to do an acrobatics. This is my pursued lead, so I will keep that on. Come on!
Oh,
Yeah!
nice.
Yeah!
Very good.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you are able to, kind of at the right time as it kind of like maybe lifts its proboscis for a bit. You're able to slip your arm off and pull it off. It starts buzzing agitatedly.
Okay. Next, I remember having some I think it was like caustic werewolf blood in a mug from a while ago.
Ah, yes, you did get some of that. Some of the from the sickly looking wolves that spewed acid.
I'm yeah, okay. So I think I'm going to try and splash it on this thing. Can
Awesome.
I use
Which
my
one?
devise a stratagem?
This one here now looks all bloated and big from like very quickly and alarmingly sucking out a lot of your blood.
Well, okay, first, is the blood caustic or is it just, blood?
It's just blood. I don't know where we got the idea that it's acid that you could use to kill a bug.
So I think that you,
I was checking my things.
if I remember correctly, I don't think you harvested the blood. I think you harvested some of the nasty caustic stuff that it spewed out everywhere. It did like a big last vomit spray when you guys killed it.
Oh, that's fair.
That's a horrible term, vomit spray, but I said it and here we are.
Caustic vomit spray. That's some alliteration for you right there. A little bit, kind of, if you squint at it. Okay, so I'm gonna take this caustic vomit. I'm gonna toss it.
Good work.
Very good. Treat that as an alchemical bomb, which you're trained with.
Okay, cool. And alchemical bomb, which would it be just an unarmed strike then? Probably. I don't know.
Yeah, it'll be the same. Yeah, it'll be the same as your unarmed strike.
Okay, I will be devising a stratagem.
Very good. Very good.
Ooh, that's uncomfortably good. Just on that edge where, yeah.
Uncomfortably
just
good.
on that edge. Yeah, I'm gonna commit.
Gonna commit. Okay, you toss that vial of vomit, and I imagine you put it in a fairly fragile vial if you're planning on tossing it.
Oh, it's like in a mug, so I assumed I had
you're
some
just
saran wrap over the top.
You're just tossing it. Very good. Yeah. No, you splash it on this thing. Yeah, go ahead and roll me 2d6 of acid damage.
Sweet.
That's amazing.
Take it. If I can find the dice, there we go. Okay. There we go. Yeah.
Okay, 8 damage. Yeah, you throw that nasty vomit on this, and it starts sizzling, and it starts buzzing frantically, and it looks like it's about to turn and fly away.
Okay. I'm not sure how you are counting that in the GM seat. If I were there, I would probably count that as 3 actions total. So 2 for the take the mug out and.
Yeah, so I think it was probably 2. 1 to retrieve the mug, unless was it really stowed away?
It was like it was probably in my backpack or something.
Yeah, so probably 2 to get that mug out, and then 1 to toss it. Okay.
Can I just ask I don't know. I just like pointing out holes in mechanics. Devise a stratagem and then attacking, I think, takes 2 separate actions.
Unless it is the target of an investigation, which I was told it was.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. So you can change devise to become a free action.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. I love that. That's so cool.
I can just like think about that and be like, okay, I think I can do it this way, and then not take the roll if I roll poorly and do something better.
I like to think that Sokra saw this bug with his dark vision a while ahead. And he's like, let's think about this while it approaches.
Not tell anybody, just, think about bugs for a while. You sometimes get in a bug
Glad you had
mindset.
that minute to do the investigation.
All right. So that is Sokra's turn. Before we go to the Bloodseekers, Evelyn, I have revived my PDF.
Okay.
So you're pursuing this goblin figure.
Yes.
You take off after him. He looks like he is heading for the cover of this rundown building area, right? He's pretty nimble. He's pretty quick. It looks like if you run full speed that you're running, you can probably keep pace with him.
Yep.
But you may lose him if you take too much time doing other things. So you have a choice here. You can try to cast another spell or do something, or if you want, you can try to catch up and gain on him. Or if you have
Like,
any
how
other creative
many-
ideas, hit me with them.
So is it like more than 30 feet to like catch up with him?
Yeah, he's probably like a good like 40 feet ahead of you right now.
Okay. 40 feet ahead of me?
Mm-hmm.
So I could essentially like catch up with him in 2.
You could. So we're in a chase mechanic right now, which is a
Okay.
little different than initiative. So you're basically like he was already on the run and now you're running. So you're both just kind of running. And so the way that chases work is mechanically wise, you can start making decisions to do every turn and you're going to either lose progress or gain progress. And you can do things like cast a spell if you want to try to disable him. But if you stop moving to do something and he keeps moving and it doesn't work, you're essentially going to lose progress. And if you lose too much progress, you may lose track of him altogether.
Okay, well I'll at least try and catch up with him
Okay.
this turn.
Very good. So you're going to spend a turn trying to catch up with him here.
Okay.
Now you take off after him and he's ahead of you a little ways, right? And
Yeah.
he turns to the side and does like this flying kick to kick this cart out that was off on the side of the road.
Cool.
He kicks it fiercely. It goes rolling out in front of you to try to get in your way. And this is maybe about to be an obstacle for you, but Pumpkin just goes charging past you
All
and
right.
just smashes this little cart out of the way. So Pumpkin's going to deal with that one for you. You gained some ground on him. What are you doing now?
Can I try and cast Daze on them?
You sure can.
Okay.
Let's see. Daze doesn't have like can only affect a creature every so often, right?
I don't believe so.
Cool. Yeah, and that's a will save for me, is that right?
Yes. It's a will save of 17.
Very good. Okay. Yes, he will make a will save.
Does my token need to be on here
Ooh.
to cast?
Oh yeah. Let me get you a token here.
Okay.
Thank you,
Oh.
thank you.
That's a critical failure.
Yeah, so that totals up to 7. Your DC
Okay.
17.
Yeah.
That's still a critical failure.
That's
So-
so awesome.
So it
Explodes.
takes equal to a spell ability modifier. So it'll take 4 mental damage and then is stunned 1.
Very good. Okay. So he takes a little bit more damage. He's grabbing his head. So this turn you cast a spell. Now, stunned 1 doesn't mean he's stopped in his tracks.
Okay.
He loses an action, but he severely slows down. He maybe kind of spaces out for a little bit. And this is gonna let Pumpkin catch up to him right here.
Okay.
Oh no.
Pumpkin's
Why
gonna
don't you
beat
go
him.
ahead? I'm gonna put Pumpkin on the board here for you, Gunnar. Go ahead and make a tusk strike here with Pumpkin.
Oh
Oh
no.
no.
It's fitting.
Hiya. Oh, do we have any
Pumpkin,
modifiers right now?
no.
No,
we're
I have the
negative a million.
modifiers at the moment.
Okay.
Chat
Ooh,
likes me
14?
tonight.
14?
14 is going to miss him.
Oh, good.
So he kind
Not
of
bad, not much.
spaces out for a minute, and then he turns around and sees this boar just charging him, and you hear, "Oh God!" And like just slides under a little piece of like broken fence in this rundown area, and Pumpkin just smashes that little piece of fence. And Evelyn, back to you. What are you doing here?
Do I
Right
still
on
have-
their tail. Pumpkin is like actively attacking him.
Okay. Can I like catch up to him and try to like tackle him?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
That's gonna be an
Evelyn's
athletics
running
check.
like in her dress and like holding it up, and she's gonna try and tackle him. Athletics is we're not really good at that one. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, high rolls happen.
Oh,
Not
or,
today,
or,
no
you,
one of them,
though.
or you get a
0.
or you get a 0.
And that one's there. Now, you do have 2 hero points from the chat. If
I'm
you would like, you can
re-rolling.
reroll this. Okay.
I am re-rolling because it literally can't be
Roll,
worse.
20. Roll 20. Roll 20. That's a throw.
Well, it can't be worse, but it also could be not much
It's
better.
not much better.
Can I re-roll again? There's only like the one more time.
It feels like a waste now.
So only allowed 1 hero point per roll, but
okay.
you don't wipe out at least with that roll. You're not nat oneing it because I was ready to just really have you just biff it. So you growing up, you try to grab him, and you probably do. Like you grab onto him, but he is like so like squirrely. Like he just slips right out of your grip. He presses down on your shoulders and kind of like kicks off your shoulders and vaults backwards. And you're still right on top of him. He is turning to run in kind of, the slightly muddy ground. And we're going to cut back to the other party for a moment.
Okay.
So it is the Bloodseeker's turn. This one has been splashed with acid, and it is flying away.
See you later, idiot.
As this one is giving up on its meal, this one has found a new meal, and it's going to strike at Jasokra. And I am affirmated +1, so this is going to be 1 higher than it says.
I feel uncomfortably popular.
What is with all the nat ones tonight?
This is absurd.
Okay. So creature falls prone. This thing was coming at you with like think of like those cartoons where they go like needle first dive bombing, and it just like straight into the mud, and these more leathery than they should sounding bug wings start flapping violently to get it back up into the air.
I can't get a backhand in or something to fling it down.
It was like you barely stepped out of the way in time. This thing came down so fast. Its second action is going to be to end that prone, and its last action is going to try to attach again at a -5.
Is it flying again?
It is, yep.
Okay.
And I imagine a 9 is probably not going to get you.
Nope.
Okay.
Not today, bug.
All right. Gunnar, you arrive. We'll put you right down here, but that's going to be the end of your turn. You just arrive this turn here.
I'm here, everybody. What's going on?
Gunnar!
Do you need any help?
There's a bug!
Cindy
Crush that bug.
and Giles, you're up.
Giles, get behind Gunnar!
Off I go.
1 action to tell Giles to get behind Gunnar.
Actually, he can do that.
Does Giles just like drop Cindy then?
I don't know. Does he?
No, he's still got her. He's moving half speed. 2 actions, get right next to Gunnar.
Okay.
Gunnar,
Very
it's
good.
terrible. It's all over. It's eating Sokro alive.
Oh, no. All right. Look, I'll get in there, but I think maybe my sword might be too big, but I'll give it a go, and hopefully I won't hit Selkra with it.
Gunnar, your sword's not too big. And she'll cast guidance.
She'll cast small sword.
Guidance on Gunnar. Anything else for Cindy? She going to continue her performance?
Yeah, absolutely. That's all of her actions.
Is it more panic whistle? Like, is she still blowing the whistle?
No, she's now commanding Gunnar. Gunnar, go save him.
Very good.
Don't use
Also,
your sword. Use your big hands.
We have a raid.
I've
so
just
friends.
arrived into combat, but I brought with me all these people who would like to watch the combat. They found me on the way, and I said, "Would you like to come with me?" And just as I arrived, so too did Axis the Collector and Bright Dystopia, a whole bunch of cool people.
Welcome,
Hello,
Axis and Bright Dystopia.
Yeah, I brought them in with me.
Lovely. Okay, that makes it end of Cindy's turn. Sokra, you're up.
Hey, well, I'm gonna take a look at this thing, and I'm gonna devise a stratagem on how to attack it. Let's see if I come up with anything good.
I've got a stratagem for you.
Nope.
Hit him with a big stick.
Nope. No, I do not.
This shot's not looking good.
Sokra is going to retreat to more advantageous ground. How do I rule her?
Is Gunnar the advantageous ground?
Yes,
Apparently
Gunnar,
so.
you are advantageous ground.
Very good.
Stop doing the ruler. How do I go back to moving things?
The little square is the
we
selection
go,
tool
there
to
we
move
go.
again. Okay.
So you're right out of here.
Have you been smoking? Because it looks like you're the high
Gunnar,
ground.
kill the bug, says everyone. Okay, good. So that's Sokra's turn.
Dude,
It
it's time
is
to regroup.
back to the Bloodseekers. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, you coming to me, little
This
bug?
one's
You're
gonna
making it
double
easier for
move.
Gunnar?
Gunnar,
Okay.
get it.
2 actions moving. It's just pursuing after Sokra. And it's going to try to attach again here. Am I still affirmated? I am not. Wombat Fuzz came to the rescue. Okay, so that makes that a 19.
Who's it attacking?
Sokra.
Oh, good.
Why do they hate me? Are birds delicious to insects?
Yeah.
You know, it just, you look like a tasty meal and you ran and it got that pursuit instinct.
Is there some sort of meta irony thing going on here?
So you take off. It doesn't do any damage. It's attached to you, and that's its turn. Evelyn, let's go back to you. You just got kicked in the shoulders by Finnick, who's now running again. Pumpkin is rearing up to charge him again. What are you doing?
I'm gonna say, please, we just want to talk and prove that you're innocent. I don't want to hurt you, but if you won't stop, I'll have to.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a diplomacy there.
Okay.
Or
Please.
Or an intimidate if that's what you're going for.
Nah, we'll do diplomacy.
Okay.
19.
21 with your chat affirmation.
Ooh.
He kind of hesitates for a moment. I'm not innocent though, that's the problem.
Then I'll have to kill you.
But Finnick, why?
He starts sobbing and running away again.
Oh, okay, so she starts chasing.
Okay, and what are you gonna do? You're right on him still. He doesn't have much ground on you anymore.
Yeah, cast Kill Goblin.
Good old kill.
So what
goblin
does
spell.
stunned one
Canter.
do?
So stunned one makes him lose an action.
Okay, so it's
in
not...
this case it would slow him down.
Wow.
You know that you've
Right.
probably beat up his mind a little bit. You've hit him with a few dazes now. And he's maybe looking like he's walking a little lopsided now.
Could I animate a skeleton to grab him?
My.
You absolutely could.
Because I can, like, I imagine that I can animate it like a little bit like ahead to like just grab onto Finnick, or at least try to. I don't know if a skeleton would be stronger than Evelyn, but maybe.
It probably would be, actually.
Okay.
I mean, your strength score is what, like a 10?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, absolutely. This is like the skeleton of an old warrior or farmhand or something.
Man.
Yeah, so you spend your turn casting Summon Undead, which lets your undead raise up. So, I mean, what do you want this to look like? What do you want it to do? We're not technically an initiative for you, so just tell me what you want this flavored to look like.
So, I think it just sort of like rises out from like, because there's like a lot of like sort of like broken debris and stuff like around here. Like we're in like the ratty part of town. Maybe it like flies in from like a window of like a nearby building, like someone that had just died there and just kind of been left there. And like the bones sort of like reassemble, like they're being built. And this sort of like skeleton zombie, whatever, just like reaches out their hands and tries to do like a big old woof and grab Finnick for me.
Yeah, so this skeleton, it reaches out, it grabs Finnick, and he looks like he's gonna struggle, and then he turns and just you can see his green skin pale a little bit in your dancing lights. Oh, the torments come for me. I accept my fate. Fine. And he stops struggling, and then Pumpkin is gonna rage in there and make another attack.
Oh no.
Oh, here we go, Pumpkin. Let's go, Pumpkin. 100 damage. 100 damage from Pumpkin.
Another nat one, please.
Tusk. Oh, we get a +2?
Yes. You guys, you can choose to not give Pumpkin this +2 if you don't want to.
I'm not
Up to you, Bill.
metagaming. Pumpkin has a goal, and that is to kill this goblin.
Good.
Oh, it sat on the 20 for a second there. 22.
So, yeah, go ahead and roll me some critical damage on that.
All right.
Because Finnick's currently flat-footed.
Only 10.
Only 10 damage.
Only
I
10.
feel like
good.
that's how is Finnick looking?
Yeah, so he gives up and just kind of goes there, and you hear this squealing boar of Pumpkin come running up and just kind of gores him through like the calf into the side of the building, and Finnick passes out.
Yeah, at this moment, I feel like Evelyn would be like, Pumpkin, no!
Pumpkin
like,
goes
as
up
this
to
is
Evelyn looking for a
happening.
treat.
You can roll nature to try to get Pumpkin to stop if you want.
Okay. Yeah, I'll try.
Okay.
I feel like I can't remember. Maybe I'm okay with nature. Where is it? Okay, yeah, we're good with nature.
Very good.
Yay!
A nat 20 is very good with nature. So Pumpkin, crashes into the building, gets Finnick. Finnick passes out, and then Pumpkin like almost gives you like a slightly guilty look as you cry out.
Pumpkin,
and then
that was very naughty.
Kind of hoofs at the dirt a little bit and seems like they're backing off. So we'll come back to you in a moment. Let's go to Gunnar.
Okay,
Do
Sokra,
it, Gunnar.
don't move. Gunnar is going to spend one action electing this blood grumpus, if I believe that's what it's called, as my targeted prey.
Yes.
And now I'm going to attack with my great sword.
Okay. This is technically flat-footed because it's grabbed onto Sokra right now.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Oh, that's a 29
27?
with chat. That's a big old crit.
That had chat included, so it's 27.
Oh yeah, that's still a big old crit.
All right, and I'll also get because it's the first attack against my hunted prey. There should be an extra D8 of damage in there as well.
Also doubles on the crit.
Yeah, so that's just the D12 was 22.
Yeah. How do you?
Wait a minute.
This? Oh,
Wait
there's
a
more.
minute. There's the D8 of damage from which also gets doubled. So that's another 6. So it's 28 damage. Thank you.
28 damage. How do you just decimate this bug off of Sokra?
It's just it just disappears. The sword. Gunnar turns the flat of the sword and swings it right up past Sokra's head. Like Sokra, you can feel it like brush beside you. It clears one feather off the side of your face, and the bug that was attached to your head there, it's just gone. Like it's just gone.
Yeah,
we can't find any of it.
Sokra just lets out like a terrified and startled ah! And then just kind of like goes to like pruning feathers awkwardly. Something akin to the squawk feat.
That's wonderful. Very good. Okay, you guys are out of initiative. Before we continue over there with the people who just dealt the bugs, Evelyn, there's a dying goblin in front of you being held on by a skeleton. What are you doing?
You say he's dying, huh?
He definitely looks like he is bleeding out and probably dying.
Well, I shall stabilize with stabilize.
Very good. You have the stabilize cantrip.
So great.
Yeah.
Great. So he goes to wounded 2, and he is unconscious but no longer dying. You see that critical wound of bleeding kind of just, what does it look like when you patch it up?
So probably when I stabilize it, it's almost like some of like the glowing energy like sort of like seeps out from her and like goes into her hand, like where she's touching the wound, and it just sort of like not like stitches together, but just sort of like smushes together, and like the blood sort of like recedes back in. It's just like glowing a bit. But if Finnick is unconscious, she'll just sort of like take Finnick's body from the skeleton and just sort of like look to both of them, to the skeleton and to Pumpkin, and just says, "All right, well, I guess we should go back to town now. Come along." And she's just walking with these lights glowing around her, carrying this goblin body with a big old skeleton and a boar flanking her. And she's just like walking like slowly back as her hair's floating around her.
So cool. Now, as you're walking away, you stop focusing on your skeleton. It kind of falls back and crumbles into dust. Roll me a perception.
Okay. 20.
20. As you're walking, you feel like you just out of the corner of your eye get a glimpse of like almost a glowing face through that broken window where your skeleton reached through and grabbed Finnick. But then when you turn to get a good look at it, it's gone.
Oh, perhaps there are more friends here that I've yet to meet. And she just says that out loud and continues walking.
Evelyn's so creepy. I love it.
Yeah,
So
she
creepy.
is.
Okay, so Evelyn's heading back to you guys. Let's end this hype combat music and go to something a little more chill. What are you guys doing near Sokra and Cindy and that lot?
Gunnar, you did it. Cindy will grab Gunnar's arm lightly.
Oh, don't worry about it. It's fine. Are you all okay? I mean, I just are you all right, Sokra? You look like maybe you had some bug bites. Oh, the bug has stolen Sokra's power of speech.
Oh yes, nothing to worry about though. Just goes back to awkwardly pruning himself a little.
Sorry about the feather, but I thought maybe better to kill the bug that was on you than to preserve your dignity as a bird man. I hope it's all right.
No, it's shedding season.
Oh, okay, good. Then I'm glad it all worked out well. By the way, I'm so sorry, everybody. We found a goblin. We found the goblin. It was running away. I almost caught them. Luckily, I had Pumpkin very, very nicely just stop the goblin and do nothing bad to it. I told him not to hurt the goblin, so he should be fine, I'm sure. But follow me. We're gonna go back to where Evelyn is. We're gonna go and talk to this completely healthy goblin that my pig was very nice to.
Is it still muddy?
Yeah, it's been a little muddy out here all day.
Giles, follow the man.
Of course.
Still holding Cindy.
Absolutely.
Very good. Yeah, you guys start heading towards that direction, and just shortly after, Pumpkin comes running excitedly back up to Gunnar.
Oh,
And,
Pumpkin, you little... Oh, you're so cute.
You see
Blood dripping
Evelyn's...
from tusks.
Yes. A little,
What did
little
they
bit of
do
blood
to
on the
Pumpkin?
tusks.
The tusks
see-
are bleeding.
Evelyn's glowing lights approaching just shortly behind him.
Yeah, and she just was like I can imagine it like sort of like in the movies, like the person like walks out of the ocean or whatever, just like very solemnly like holding a body. That's Evelyn right now, except like everything's like floating around her and she's just completely silent and like deadpan face.
Oh no.
You guys
The
see her
goblin is
holding
dead.
this little goblin.
I thought you said that they were all Finnick was all right.
I was extrapolating based on the data I had on hand.
Yes, well, we seem to have a few more data points now.
Wait, Evelyn, is that a skeleton?
Oh dear, this is going to be a lot of
The
paperwork.
skeleton's gone. The skeleton is
Okay.
You
faded.
de-summoned it.
I wish it was still there.
You could have, if you wanted to focus on it, you could have.
I basically wanted like Pumpkin and the skeleton to be like flanking me, and we're like squad walking with
That's
this
Oh, yeah.
cool.
like
For sure.
goblin in my hands.
Mission failed successfully.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
you
Cindy
definitely see that.
is Cindy still on fire? I never resolved that.
That's a good point. No, Giles eventually is able to pat it out for you.
Okay.
Now your skeleton spell, as you arrive to them, is probably getting pretty tiresome, and they'll get a good glimpse of your nice little entourage before the skeleton fades to dust.
Okay.
What are you guys doing?
Where's the goblin?
Oh, well, he's right here, of course.
Cindy just looks-
Is he okay? He looks a little bit,
Oh,
gone.
well, no, I mean, he's certainly beat up. Pumpkin did a number on him, and I think I gave him a headache earlier.
Pumpkin,
It was
Bad
very
pig.
naughty.
you only get paperwork tonight to eat.
Sokra just gives you a questioning look. There's a little twinkle of betrayal in his eyes.
Giles can help him. Giles can bring him back.
Oh, of course. And Giles casts revive. No, can Giles do anything to help this goblin?
Oh, I will. So I mean, he's fine, but I thought that we should perhaps awaken it once he was already in custody of the sheriff.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, he's quite a quick little guy. I didn't want him running off again.
I will
Very
say I'm a little
finicky.
bit worried that
No pun intended.
sheriff hates this goblin a lot. I don't know how we feel about the goblin.
I should say, right before Pumpkin gored him, he did say that he was not innocent, so that is an admission of guilt, I do
Oh,
believe.
throw him in the bloody jail then. That's good. Let's give him to the sheriff.
Did he say what he was not sent for?
No, I would be interested in further questioning. Perhaps we can do that while the sheriff is in the same room.
It seems like it would be a little too tidy if it was just the goblin who proclaims their lack of innocence mid-chase.
Selka, it's not tidy at all. Bolt's dead. Look, if we have the goblin who killed him, I don't think we should be going off on a flight of fancy about crazy investigations just because you want to enjoy your time in the country.
Gunnar, I know you're close to this, but I suggest you still your emotions. We still have a lot to learn about what.
Well, I'm just saying, if the goblin said I did it, then the goblin did it. So we finish the investigation. We just get him to say why, and then we move on.
Cindy puts a hand on Gunnar's shoulder. Gunnar, don't let your temper get up.
I mean, look, I just don't know why you don't need to make it so complicated, Selka, right? This isn't, we don't need to fill out paperwork for the goblin. Just put him in the cell. We'll talk to him in the morning, and
Well, as far as I'm
find out then.
concerned, we're not the law here, so we've caught him. Turn him over to the sheriff, and
Yes, we should let someone else handle this. We've done our part.
Okay, but we have to find out because I don't necessarily trust the sheriff, right? So we should find out if this is true, because if the goblin's just oh, I'm guilty of thinking bad, he's a weird little goblin.
Did you want to poison him? I saved a sample.
Okay, I mean, do I?
I do not think that would be advisable, Evelyn.
Evelyn's got it on a chain. She pulls it out. She's put it on a chain. It's around her neck. She's like, I've got it right here.
Look, baby.
We'll talk later. Yes.
Okay, we'll figure it out. But yeah, we could give him to the sheriff and then go to bed.
I'm quite tired.
People will still be innocent or guilty or whatever in the morning.
Unless they commit a crime overnight.
Well, yes, don't do that. Don't do that, Gunnar. Don't do that, please.
You heard the man, Giles. Take me to my bed.
Yet I thought perhaps I could put you down here, maybe.
We're still standing in the mud.
Yes, no, of course. Silly me.
Okay, so you guys are heading back to town. Finnegan. So Giles is carrying Cindy. Evelyn's got Finnick. Very good.
Gunnar's carrying Pumpkin.
Where are you guys going back to? Are you going back to the feed bag? Are you guys looking for the sheriff?
Evelyn would once again push that we should probably look for the sheriff.
Yeah,
we can drop the goblin off with the sheriff. Put him in a cell.
Okay.
Do they have that?
Yeah, go ahead. You guys can roll me societies to see if any of you have picked up where the sheriff is at yet. Otherwise, you guys would probably need advice on where to find the sheriff. You did not pass it on the way, that's for sure.
Do we see any other people in this city right now? Outside?
Not on the northern part. Once you get back to the edge, you'll likely see people. Evelyn, you overheard some people talking about where Rolf lived.
23.
Gunnar, so did you.
No, Cindy.
Oh,
Gunnar got a natural one.
Yeah, so I've definitely.
Gunnar, you're pretty sure that the sheriff lives in the feed bag.
I've definitely overheard where the sheriff lives. So I say, okay, we'll take the goblin straight to the feed bag where the sheriff spends all his time. Go on, everybody. Let's go.
Where does he actually live?
Cindy and Evelyn, you guys
in the feed bag
know that he's a little bit just past the feed bag towards the southern end of town.
That's just where he eats, dear.
Look, I don't know. I've heard some pretty definite things that he lives in. He said to me, Gunnar, I live here in the feed bag.
Look, you didn't hear it from me, but he lives behind the feed bag.
All right, fine. We'll go to the correct place, I suppose.
Okay. Yeah. Now, are you guys trying to conceal Finnick or anything, or are you just carrying him out in the open once you get to the more populated part of town?
Evelyn is very much just exactly how she's been, just carrying this almost sort of like, I don't know. I was gonna say holding it like a baby, but that's not right. Just like basically like Finnick's head is just like lulled back.
Gotcha.
Like how you hold a baby.
Like how you hold a baby.
No, not how you hold a baby.
Does Finnick fit in
Nonchalantly,
Pumpkin's
yeah.
stomach?
Probably. As you guys are walking back, you see Amora on your way back, the cook from the feed bag. And she sees you holding Finnick, and her hands go up, and she comes running up. Oh, poor little Finnick.
Oh,
What
he's
happened to
alive.
him?
Don't worry.
What happened to your eye?
You know what happened to my eye.
Of course
He glares
I
at
do.
Gunnar. Are you being kind to him?
Oh, well, I chose to not let him die, so I think so. And now I'm carrying him so he doesn't have to walk.
Well, what happened to him?
Oh, he
You'll
was
have to
gored.
ask the sheriff.
He was gored by the pig.
Evelyn, we don't want to give them too much information, dear.
It was
It was an
a
accident.
natural course of investigation.
Well, go
was
get
an
him to the
accident.
sheriff. He'll patch him up. She's like, she's like waving, like hurrying you guys towards the sheriff now. I'll walk you there myself.
We know where it is, dear. Thanks.
I'm gonna make sure he's all right.
Giles, tell the woman we know where it is.
Look, we have all the information that we need. We know where
I'm
the sheriff is.
walking with you. And she glares at the pig.
Do you want Gunnar to tell you to go the other way? I'm sure that he can do it.
She gets real quiet. Gunnar can't tell me anything that I have to do.
Can I roll an intimidate?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh.
Dear, I don't know if you remember, but Gunnar put you to bed early.
You're not a real friendly bunch. Anything happens to him and I don't hear from the sheriff first. I've seen you all with him.
Cindy wants to say this next part a little too loud. We're not friends to those who poison our comrades, are we?
I didn't do anything.
Oh, but we think Finnick did. Because he certainly said that he was not innocent.
That doesn't mean nothing yet. You gotta get more information.
Oh, that's why we're going to the sheriff.
Right.
Yes, perhaps we should save further conversation for the sheriff's place where we can get it a bit more on the records, a bit more, consider our words a bit.
Just get on with it. We'll see you all tomorrow. She'll part ways. You guys get over to the sheriff. Just walking right in.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, what the
Keep
hell?
the door open.
Oh, you got him. Well,
Yes.
Where'd you find him?
Oh, he was running away. In the quite unpleasant part of town.
That sounds about right for someone who just murdered someone. Go ahead and leave him here. I'll question him in the morning. Is he gonna make it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, look, he'll be fine. What time do you think you'll start the questioning in the morning? Because we'd probably like to be there. I know, you're the law here in this town, but caravan law dictates that one of us should at least be there to question the person who killed our boss.
I don't care. You can be here when I question him.
Yeah, all right. Don't start without us.
I need
say
to
8
know
a.m.
for me. I need to know for me. Is caravan law like a real thing?
Yeah, caravan law is a real thing.
Okay.
I mean, look,
okay,
no,
that
of course,
makes me
no
happy.
governments recognize caravan law, but if you're on a caravan, we have caravan law.
Hey man, you just need to start your own government.
I mean, look, why not?
Cindy wants to just do a perception on the sheriff to see his demeanor from receiving this goblin and talking about questioning him. Like if she senses anything weird or like.
Does he respect caravan law?
Yeah, you guys know blind perceptions.
Oh,
to sense
sorry.
motive. That's okay.
I will
give me a
pretend like I
blind one.
didn't see it.
Oh no, give me another one.
Oh, you want another one?
Give me a
Hey, I'm
blind one.
about it.
How good was the first one?
Well, you want blind GM or private GM?
Blind GM. That way I can see it, you can't.
Okay. Here it goes. Maybe.
I believe.
All right,
in you.
for real this time.
he seems rather incompetent as a whole. You've kind of picked that up. Like, he's not seeming very professional. He maybe seems even like a little bit confused with how to handle this whole situation, but you don't get any like deceptive or sinister vibes coming from him.
Okay, Cindy's gonna say, what was the sheriff's name again? It was
Rolf Garley.
Rolf.
And remember, Rolf, if you don't respect caravan law, then we'll be here to have your head. Not really, of course. Just, your job.
Cindy, I don't know if I'm prepared to kill a man because he doesn't respect caravan law.
We're not gonna kill him, dear.
I don't want you, writing checks that I'm not going to cash.
You're not gonna kill him, dear. We're just gonna get him fired.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I guess, I don't know, it's hard to get work out here. I'm sure, I don't know if we can, we don't need to be that mean to it. I mean,
Giles will be the new sheriff while we look for one.
Gunnar, one moment you're punching an innocent woman in the face, and the next you don't want this man fired when he's clearly quite incompetent.
Look, I have not yet conceded I punched an innocent woman in the face.
It's right there.
I'm just saying, I punched a woman who was standing next to a pot of poisoned food after someone had been poisoned. I don't know why we've jumped to the conclusion that she's innocent. I don't know how we all agreed up to this.
Rolf's not even paying attention. He's just like laying Finnick down in the cell right now.
Chase, would I know with stabilize? So it says that they remain unconscious at 0 hit points. Is this like after like an hour or whatever they come up to 1 hit point, or are they just going to be unconscious until we heal them?
It would be so they would need to rest, and once they've rested, they'll regain some hit points naturally.
So I don't need to do any other spells because I don't have any.
He will naturally wake up by the morning. That's for sure.
Great. Unless he doesn't.
Hold on a second, everybody. I need to quickly address the camera. Real life unicorn, that's caravan law.
Oh, that's great. Very good. Yeah, so you guys leave him. Rolf walks up and gives you a nod. I mean, there's no bounty on him or anything right now, but thank you. Hopefully we can get you out of here sooner. If we can deem him guilty, and I don't have any more need for the circuit judge, you can be free to go.
I mean, look, just don't, make sure he is guilty though, right? Make sure he is guilty.
That's what I plan to do.
Yeah, okay, cool. I'm just saying, don't look for excuses to call him guilty. I'm saying.
I'm sworn by a badge, and he gestures to the turnip badge that he has on.
Yeah, okay, you say that, but look, if I look at your turnip badge, the inscription does say, make sure they're guilty. Like, I don't know whether you mean like, you got to make sure they're guilty, or you make sure that they're guilty. Like, it's still a very ambiguous badge. Like, I'm just saying.
You follow standard law. It's not anything sinister. You have nothing to worry about.
Law.
He's in good hands.
No caravan law here.
Just come back in the morning.
And Cindy stay behind when everyone leaves for just a second.
Yeah. Is everybody else leaving?
Yeah. Gunnar's going to go sleep in the caravans. He's not going to stay at the feedback.
Okay.
Actually, Sokra's probably so does this building have like any extra, is it just a jail cell and like the front area?
Yeah, your that's odd doesn't trigger on anything like out of place. It looks pretty standard.
Oh, I want to kind of just hang out here overnight. I don't trust anybody involved.
Okay, so Sokra's chilling behind Cindy. Are you as well?
Nope, Cindy will not stay if Sokra's staying. So she'll leave with everybody else.
Okay,
that's pretty sus.
No,
Cindy.
don't be. No. She just wanted to talk to the sheriff alone.
Ah, I see. Yeah. Okay, good.
Actually, is there a spot?
Rolf, is there a place we can speak in private, dear?
Yeah, sure. Sora, was it?
Yes, Sokra.
Keep an eye on him.
Yes.
I mean, he's locked up. I can't imagine him getting anywhere, but he's a wily one. Yeah, fair. Lady Cindy, right?
Of course, you can just call me Cindy, dear.
Cindy, what can I do for you?
Tell me, Rolf, do you hate being a sheriff?
It's not the most glorified work in this hellhole.
Yes, what would you say your intuitions are top-notch?
I like to think so.
Tell me, we spoke at the feedback, dear, but who do you think did it? You think it could have been the goblin? You can trust me, dear. Your secrets are safe.
He admitted to it by the sounds of it. And yeah, I think it was him.
I think he admitted to something guilty. Why do you think it's him?
I mean, the facts are set up. He didn't see him around afterwards. You said he was in the sketchy part of town. You said he ran. Confession. I mean, what else? I mean, the evidence is literally slapping us in the face.
I'm no expert in law, Rolf, but that sounds like hearsay to me, not actual evidence. Do you agree?
Roll a diplomacy.
Okay. I did it privately, so have that.
Oh, I took it. It's mine. Listen, lady, what are you? Some kind of lawyer or something?
I told you I'm not a lawyer, dear. I'm just a procurer of information.
No. I don't care for anything that's happening. I took this job because it's quiet here. I like it when it's quiet. This whole thing's giving me a headache. If you want to deal with it, have at it. I'm going to question the goblin. If he says he's guilty, I'm done. If you want some more big conspiracy investigation than that, your group can take it.
Does he seem genuine? Like he's just like,
he does.
He's done with this place type of guy.
The entire time he's just been like, oh, I'm gonna check if the goblin's guilty, I guess. Yeah, no, then you can take over. Sure, yeah. If you guys want to investigate, yeah, okay, yeah, all me. Because yeah, I'm just gonna ask one goblin whether he's guilty.
Pretty much.
Okay. Cindy will leave. And where's Evelyn and Gunnar going?
So Gunnar's going back to the caravan to go sleep. Where's Evelyn headed? She has a room paid for by Bort at the feed bag.
Paid for in blood.
I was muted. She's going to go back to the feed bag then. And she's going to go probably like, I guess, did we get individual rooms or did we get shared rooms?
Yeah, he got you individual rooms. They're not great. Like it's better than camping on the ground, but not much.
Okay. Yeah, well, she'll go there and she'll probably like leave her door like cracked in case like anybody else comes up. And she's just gonna sit down and like pull out her cards and start like trying to, do some of her rituals and center herself and that sort of thing.
Good.
Cindy'll go back to the feedback as well.
As you are doing your card reading for the evening, I'm going to dump these 5 villain points. And you
5 villains kill you.
You start searching through your cards, right? You're doing your reading and you're flipping them. Do you know much about tarot cards, Shelby?
Yeah, about the major arcana.
What's a card that like you wouldn't want to see right now?
The tower.
You see the tower.
Okay.
And then you flip it again and it's the tower again. Mm-hmm. And you flip again and it's the tower again. And you know that should not be happening. And you know that's not the deck that you own. And if you start looking through the cards, they're all the tower all of a sudden. And
is it the tower that she's specifically drawn like over and over again?
It is. And what does that look like? What is your card of the tower look like?
So her tower is like tall and it has like these dead vines like all the way up it, and there's a big old clock on the top, and falling from the tower is a woman that looks a lot like Evelyn.
Very good. Is there any sort of window in this tower at all?
Yeah, there could definitely be like windows on it. It's probably like a stone building, like a more like medieval looking tower.
Yeah, on the last one that you look at, in that window, you see a face of a man just staring out from the tower. Okay. It's kind of a paled face. The man looks troubled and sad. And we're just going to plug that in for some later fun, but that's what the villain points are going towards.
Does it look like what I saw earlier in the window?
It definitely looks like it could maybe be familiar to what you saw earlier.
Good enough.
All right. Okay. Gunnar, are you filling in the crew with what happened?
Yeah. Gunnar is in a little kind of circle around a fire with Tamley and Ulf and all the other kind of workers on the caravan, and he's giving his rundown of the investigation so far.
Yeah, everybody will kind of solemnly, chat with you, and it's just a very drab mood around the camp. They all seem kind of in disbelief that Finnick would do it. They all seem kind of fond of Finnick and have no idea why he would do anything to Bort. Is the general mood you get from the crew.
We all know Finnick is very jumpy and gets scared easily. Perhaps somebody scared him into doing it, you know? Can you, like, you all know Finnick. You can imagine if you gave him something and said, hey, put this in the pot or I'll, gut you with this knife. He'd probably do it. So he may be the one who did it or he may have helped, but I don't know if he's the mastermind. I'd look, my money's still on the cook.
They all kind of nod and agree with that. Okay. Cindy, what are you talking with? Anything else you're doing with Rolf? Rolf? I don't know. I keep calling him Rolf. It's Rolf with a TH.
No, Cindy will go back to the feed bag.
Okay.
It's like bedtime, right?
Yep. You've got a nicer bed set up in your room, courtesy of Giles.
Yeah, it's put together.
Yeah, Giles worked on that while the bonfire was happening.
Just making sure. Yeah, she'll just go lay in bed and she looks for the bell for room service.
Oh, there is none.
She takes out her signal whistle and blows on her whistle. I don't know if Giles is nearby or someone.
Yeah, Giles.
Yeah, Giles would probably get there first.
Go downstairs. They seem to have forgot my room service bell. Will you go get me one?
Ma'am, I believe we spoke about this with the tavern owners. There is no room service bell here, but consider me your personal room service bell. If you'd like me to go and whip you up something in the kitchen, I'm sure I could do that for you.
Of course, Giles, go whip me up your specialty. Thanks, dear.
And then
I'll do my best with the things that have been given to. Oh, she shut the door. All right. Okay, bye. I guess I'll.
That's it.
See what I can do.
Giles goes and tends to the kitchen. Everybody else is asleep. Does he clean up the kitchen? Is the good question.
Giles, like he just rolls up his sleeves. He starts cleaning pots and pans. He doesn't clean the one that had the poison in it because he's not a fool. He sets that aside and he gets a big marker and he writes poison on it.
Good.
Just so he doesn't forget. And he puts it up on a high shelf. He rolls up his sleeves. He starts cooking. He tries to cook his specialty, but he can't, obviously. There are no quail eggs. There is no venison. And so he thinks, all right, well, next step, what do I have? He's got turnips and gruel. So he cooks turnip 3 ways. He does a salt bake on one turnip. The other one he kind of makes into a little sort of nice entree, or as you would call it, an appetizer, you weirdos. And he sets that aside. The baked turnip is for the main, or as you'd call it, an entree, you weirdos. And he gets the whole thing as nicely as he can prepare, and he brings it up to Cindy afterwards.
Roll me a craft check with a +4. I just need to know how good he cooks it.
While he's
it's very good
doing that, I forgot. Can Cindy she pulls out of her trunk a brass ear? Can she use that to try to hear secrets in this place? Maybe about the murder or anything that might be talked about?
Yeah, for sure. Go ahead and roll me a perception.
She puts it up against the walls. Sorry.
Meanwhile, that's a clean 14. That's an 18 plus if any affirmation points brings us up to a 20. I'm not sure.
Brings it up to a 15, and that's a nice solid cooking with turnips and gruel.
Well, this is without the +4, so I think that'll bring it to
without the +4. Oh, yeah,
19.
Yeah. That does. Yep, 19. That's quite good. Quite good turnips and gruel.
It's amazing. I rolled my perception privately again. So
okay. I'm going to note that, and I'll get back to you in a moment, Cindy. Sokra, what are you doing?
So Sokra is going to, after Cindy clears out, Ralph, do you mind if I spend the night here? It would be quite a shame if something, happened.
You going to keep watch?
Yes, I think I will. There's a lot at stake here. Both the life of a man that ended prematurely, and I'm afraid some of my traveling companions' feelings are very strung up in this little incident. So
Well,
it's important to make sure that everything stays above board.
no need for both of us to waste sleep. He's going to kick back in his chair, put his legs up on his desk, and he's going to just close his eyes.
Of course, yes. There would be no point in that.
He starts snoring.
Sokra is gonna go find like a bench or something, barring that, maybe just roll up a bedroll and then kind of like use it as some back support. Gotta get that lumbar nice and, not just hanging out there. I don't know how those things work. Anyways, he's gonna get out a candle and pull out a bunch of paperwork and just start doing paperwork late into the night.
What a lovely evening. Very good.
Yeah, very, very, definitely his speed.
Love it. Cindy, going back to you, you have your brass ear, you're listening around. You don't hear much aside from some snores and whatnot, nothing too exciting. It's pretty quiet in this inn, but you do hear somebody tossing and turning in the room next to you. It's the voice of a man. And you hear kind of just like a grumble, inaudible, like sleep talking. But the only notable thing that you get out of it is, Talmor, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Talmor.
Talmor?
Talmor.
Does this have any relation to the coin purse that Cindy had like picked up and got that impression about that scene?
The voice does sound similar to that man that left.
Okay, that's great.
All right. Is everybody resting? Anything else notable before we time skip to the next day here?
I would say Cindy probably would also hear Evelyn just like muttering like, "Oh no, that's not good," like sort of like over and over again. Just like general like discomfort sounds.
Lovely.
If she heard that, she would, because Giles came back with food, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Giles, go check on Evelyn. She sounds to be in distress. See if you can offer her anything. Maybe take her one of your turnip 3 ways.
From your plate, would you like me to make some more?
Well, see if she wants some first, and then make some more.
Okay, lovely. I'll go and check. And Giles knocks on the door to Evelyn's room and says, Miss Evelyn! Evelyn, are you all right in there?
Come in.
Do so.
You open the door and you see all 72 of her cards looking exactly the same, all face up on the ground. And she's sitting in the ground and she like has like her arms like wrapped around her knees and she just kind of like looks up and like her eyes are like glowing and the room is like kind of dark. Yes, what can I do for you?
I was just going to see if you were okay. Perhaps if you wanted any food.
Are
I may have interrupted.
Really okay?
It's a fair question, I suppose. Look, you just if you need anything,
rocks back and forth.
You just tell me in the next few seconds while I slowly close the door. No? Well, okay, bye then. And he goes back to Cindy's room and says, she seemed fine.
Very well. Go to sleep, dear.
All right. Good night.
Wonderful. All right. Last thing we're going to hear before we go to break. Ian, is Sokra going to try to stay up the whole night, or is he going to crash out doing paperwork?
Oh, that's a tough question. That's a loaded question for you, Sokra.
That really is. Remind me again on the penalties, the mechanical penalties.
So basically, if you stay up, I'm going to have you make a fortitude save against being fatigued. And fatigued, let me tell you, I believe, okay, you can't summon much energy, -1 stats penalty to AC and saving throws. You can't use exploration activities performed while traveling, which is things like very active things during exploration mode. You can't do it. Like you can't constantly be on watch. You can't constantly be on the lookout for traps. You're just tired.
I'm gonna be honest, I want none of that. And fortitude is not my strong suit, but I'm just feeling this vibe where Sokra, you know, he cares about this. He gets really like, he's just like, I just need to power through this. Pulls out another giant stack of paperwork and just goes to town all night.
Very good. So let's start with rolling your fortitude save.
Yeah.
Dang.
Let's do this. Okay.
Don't fail.
Yes.
Nice. 20 is what you were looking
Paperwork
for
gives
there.
me strength.
You power through. Okay, and as you're staying up through the night, your That's Odd will trigger at some point. Now, the door left here is left cracked open, which is standard because Sheriff wants his door to always be open, even though he's sleeping. You notice as you're on your bench doing your paperwork, you see a man that you have seen once before as you first arrived here, Halid, the bully with the scar down his eye, bald head.
No.
You just see him in the distance, just staring for a little bit too long. Like he kind of lingers, just stares through the door, and then moves on his way. And with that, we will go ahead and we will take a break here. We'll take a 10-minute break. So we'll plan on being back somewhere between 9:20 to 25, somewhere around there. And we'll see you guys in a few, chat.
Howlett doesn't like the porridge.
Howlett doesn't like
It's
anything.
to die for, though.
Truly. Be right back. All right. Welcome back, everyone, to our Fall of Plaguestone playthrough. Before the break, we had our adventuring party survive a bug attack of very large blood seekers, and they caught their potential suspect, Finnick. They brought him back to the sheriff, detained him, and they are now resting. Right before we went to break, Sokra, you saw the bully human Halid kind of just peering in at the sheriff's office. Not really doing anything, just watching for a little too long, and he is currently leaving. It is the middle of the night at this point. You were staying up through the night doing your paperwork. What are you doing?
Yeah, so I'll have had a lot of time to like sit and think about how I'm going to handle these things. So as soon as I hear somebody like on the periphery, like maybe walking up, I'm probably gonna like try and, you know, hide the candlelight a little, try and make it look like, you know, maybe nobody's around. Maybe there's just a big old cell full of troubles ready to get intimidated.
Very good. Okay. And so you're just chilling and you're, go ahead and roll stealth.
Stealth. Okay. This is, would this count as part of my lead? I probably would have, you know, been investigating Finnick.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Like seeing those numbers.
Okay. Yeah, so you dim the candlelight. You see Halid out there. You see him leave your view for a bit, and then he walks up a little bit closer to the door, and you see him there just kind of just peering in, and you hear a easy. And then you see him walk away.
After I hear the easy, I'm going to undo the covering of the candles so that all of a sudden it's light and there's a person here. And excuse me, what was that? Did you say something?
He jumps a little bit and looks a little bit alarmed.
Oh, Halid's. Interesting seeing you here.
Sheriff is still just currently sleeping. He just glares at you and then he starts walking away.
Halid. Don't hurry off. I just wanted to. I'll try and walk after him.
Oh,
yeah, you walk after him. He's walking, pointedly ignoring you.
I'll
get away from me.
I'll diplomacy him to maybe be a bit more cooperative.
Yeah,
come on. I just want to. It's so lonely in there. Just give me a second.
13 diplomacy. I suggest you go get yourself a girlfriend or a boyfriend. Not me.
Ooh. I don't see what conjugal visits, relationships have to do with this, but
He turns and like gets like right in your face. I'm saying I suggest you take your loneliness elsewhere.
He's a
Well-
hittable dude.
That's so rude.
so rude.
You've got a beak, bite that face. You've got a beak, bite that face. You've got a beak, bite that face. You've got a beak.
You know what?
bite that
Fine,
face.
I have a
You've got
beak. Let's bite that face.
Everybody hits Khaled.
I'll make some intimidation beak swipes.
Some intimidation rights. Go ahead and write, just roll an intimidation then if you're just doing it to like be aggressive. Is that a 17?
Yes. Now, excuse me, you are in a very
the hell?
suspicious area.
You
Late
just
at
bite me.
night. Yes, I did. You are being very rude. Now, can you cooperate a little?
Absolutely not. Get away.
I'll believe you.
He
bite
turns,
him.
he kind of starts doing like a light jog. He looks like a little shook.
This won't be the last that you hear about this, Khaled.
He starts running faster.
Let him run. Not worth it. Too much paperwork to do.
So you're just letting him go?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Are you going back to your paperwork in the office?
Sheriff.
Yeah, what?
Look, we can follow up with this in the morning, but Khaled made an unexpected visit. Had some very rude words to say.
He kind of looks up groggy at you. Yeah, Halad's an asshole. And he just lays back
Right?
and goes back to sleep.
Right?
I love this sheriff so much.
Before we go to sleep, do you know where he lives? Do you know how to find him?
I know where Halad lives. He lives at a place called Dead Willow. It's north side of town, one of the only buildings still kind of standing.
Well, before you question that one in the morning, I suggest you set aside some time to go retrieve our little late night visitor.
Why don't you go do it?
Fine. Can you at least give me your badge?
You want my badge? What for?
So I have some sort of authority. Come on.
Roll diplomacy.
Deputy.
Deputy Sokra at your service. Oh, come on. Come on.
You've got a hero
Come on.
point.
Oh, do I? Thank you,
You
whoever
do.
gave me that. You're my
Now's
best
the
friend,
time.
even though I don't know who you are. Yeah, better.
There you go. So with affirmation, that's 20. Just make sure you give it back. He'll take it off and he'll give it to you.
So
Consider
wants
yourself
to, but like
deputized.
me, Ian doesn't. This is power.
Sokra's
I
gonna
can
enter
do
treasure hunters
stuff.
with a turnip badge.
Hey,
Oh my
hey,
gosh.
hey. You know, maybe Sokra had a long night with lots of paperwork. Maybe he forgot.
Very good. All
Okay,
right, he gives
that's
you
it.
his badge. He goes back to sleep. Anything else for you tonight besides a cattail?
Gotta get my cattail in though.
Good. All right, everybody rests peacefully this evening. So you guys can all take care. You get your spell slots back. You heal for your level times your con mod, and any other daily uses revived.
Wait. My level times my cons mod equals 0.
Minimum of
Minimum.
your level.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, I will never heal anything ever.
No natural healing capability whatsoever. Yeah, no, always minimum of your level. All right.
Oh, dang, my con mod 0 too.
So slow healing, but healing nonetheless.
Yeah.
All right, are you guys reconvening in the morning?
Yeah.
Giles, where's my breakfast?
I've already made it for you, ma'am. It's
Some more,
turnips.
some more wonderful turnip concoctions.
Yeah, I think we'll meet up.
And are you guys all going to be meeting at the sheriff's office?
That's the
Yeah,
plan.
I guess
I
like
have some fire I
Evelyn
want to
would
play
walk with Cindy.
first.
You're gonna walk with Cindy, you said?
Yeah.
Very good.
Evelyn
Yes.
here.
Yes.
Sorry, Dungeon Master. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, no. You guys will be, arriving at the sheriff's office whenever you're done with your RP.
I heard you having some nightmares last night or something. Are you okay?
Oh. When I close my eyes, I don't dream of anything.
That's because you're not sleeping, dear.
Oh, that must be it.
You only dream in your sleep.
Well, there was a bit of unsettling news that my cards gave me. I was planning to fill everyone in on it later, but I think we may have a problem.
And what's that, dear? What's your problem?
Well, I foresee lots of death and anguish in our future, possibly brought to us by a man with a pale yellow face.
Darling, the only thing men bring is death and anguish.
And breakfast.
Of course, Giles, and breakfast.
So you guys arrive at the sheriff's office. Is Sokra like standing out there at the ready with his new badge, or is he still like inside doing paperwork?
No, I'm gonna take Gunnar aside.
Yes.
So, Gunnar, I had a bit of a run-in last night, and I was wondering if you might be able to help me with something that might get us closer to unraveling the truth behind all of this.
What do you mean, a run-in?
Well, Hadar paid a visit. Said some very rude words.
Halid.
Very unnecessary words that suggested that he might have something to do with all this. He was very eager to make himself scarce. So I had a very good comeback.
And what do you want to do about it? Do you want to go and talk with Halid? Because, I'm always ready to talk with Halid.
Well, yeah, something like that. I managed to procure a certain thing, and just like the gleaming, shining turnip badge comes out of Sokra's feathers. Something that might help us a bit, might give us a bit more authority.
Oh, I like this.
And you know, if Halid tripped on his way back home last night and maybe got a little roughed up, these things happen.
Okay.
Wow.
These things happen.
All right. Well, look, I'm ready to go when you are.
Yes, let's go pay a visit to our new friend, Halid.
You guys can see inside the sheriff's office, Finnick is awake now, just kind of sitting, hands crossed over his knees in the corner, facing the corner, looking very sad. I'll wait to question him till you get back then, says Rolf.
Oh, yes. Please do. I think it might be more interesting. Maybe some of the parties involved might be a bit more chatty if they understand that all of the players are present.
All right, I'll hold off for a day. Go get him, deputy.
Was Fennec fed? Fennec, have you been given breakfast?
He just kind of sniffles. I'll whip him something up.
Well, excuse me, Sheriff, but I was talking to Fennec.
He kind of looks over his shoulder at you and then looks back to the corner, doesn't say anything.
Fennec, remember we met at the feed bag?
I'm not hungry.
She'll get up to the bars and kneel down. Look, we're gonna leave for a little bit, I think, and I just want you to know that we're gonna take care of you. Tell me.
I deserve to eat poison.
I deserve to eat poison?
I do, not you.
And why do you deserve to eat poison, dear? Can I diplomacy this?
Uh-huh.
Are we affirmated?
You are, plus
That's
2.
A 27.
Because I killed Bort. I poisoned him.
But why did you poison Bort?
It was an accident. I just thought it was going to make him a little sick.
Cindy wants to glance and see if Gunnar's listening to this before she continues.
The sheriff definitely is. Rolf stands up and is like folding his arms and kind of just like looking down like, huh.
And why did you want to make him sick, Fennec?
I didn't want to make him sick.
Then why did you poison him?
Because Howard was going to put a knife in me if I didn't, but he didn't say it was going to kill him.
Howland put a knife
Oh,
in
God,
you.
he's going to kill me now. You have to hide me. Put a curtain over the bars.
Well, I have some good news and I have some bad news, Fennec. What would you like first?
None of it.
Well, you're going to get both.
I don't have any news.
That man back there, Gunnar, do you see how big his arms are?
Oh, is he the executioner?
Of course not, but he's going to deal with Howland. That's the good news.
Oh, Howland's going to kill him.
Hey,
Howland will
hey,
put a
wait,
knife in you too.
Excuse me, hey, little goblin. I know this Howland. He couldn't kill me if he tried. I could give him 3 free stabs and he couldn't kill me. So don't you worry a little thing about it.
He's stronger than he looks. He's so strong.
Well, here's the bad news.
Hey, Finnick. How strong do I look?
He's gonna like press his face like into the bars and
Take
hold
a
him.
good look, Finnick.
You look pretty strong, but he gets that crazy look in his eyes, and I think he's stronger.
Well, Finnick, I too am stronger than I look.
Yes, you killed a bug earlier. It was a lot more impressive than it sounds.
I didn't just kill that bug. I obliterated it. It's gone, Finnick.
Okay.
Nobody could find the bug if they looked for days.
While
And
he's
soon-
flexing,
Nobody will find Howland.
Cindy casts prestidigitation to make like his muscles like sparkle or something. like just make it look like more awe.
Look at
Sparkle's
me,
part of the term.
I'm the strong arm
Absolutely.
alchemist.
Cindy will look at Fennec.
Now for the bad news, dear. You are guilty of this crime, even if you were coerced.
I know.
We'll deal with you when we get back. In the meantime, make sure... She looks at the chef. Make sure he gets a delicious meal. Giles, what else did you make for breakfast this morning?
Well, it was turnips, but I also managed to grind down a turnip into some kind of facsimile of oatmeal that you could have for your own, like a normal breakfast. I found some honey. I did get stung quite a few times, so I will be less effective with my left hand.
You should go take my place at the feedback. Poor Amora's gonna be so swamped at lunch.
Oh, you'd like me to work at the feed? Well, look, I already have a job. So
But
I don't
Amora's
know.
nicer than her. No offense, Cindy.
I've none taken. Well, Fennec, we're leaving now, but good luck. Sheriff, get him whatever that oatmeal was that I had for breakfast.
Tell
We'll be
Tally
back.
I'm so sorry.
Can I ask one question here? Like, you say you put the poison into Gunnar, that's me, I'm Gunnar, into Bolt's, I need more Bolt license plates, yeah, into Bolt's food. When did you do that? Did Amora did she see you? Why didn't Amora stop you from putting poison into the food?
She didn't see me. I snuck back in.
You snuck in.
Oh,
You really
Borg
don't think she
caught-
would have noticed?
Not Borg. Howard caught me after the barf. He sent me back in.
how did you get this poison?
From
Did he give you
Howard.
the poison?
He didn't tell me it
Howard guy's a
was
real-
poison.
So you just put this into the food thinking what? It was like a cool flavor that Howard's trying to sell?
He
Like, oh,
said,
I've invented this new gruel flavoring. I'd like you to put it in and make me... Like, what? You didn't think this through?
no, he said he's going to stick a knife in me, and he has a lot of knives. And he's just said that him and Bort had this disagreement, which they did a lot. And he said he was just going to upset his stomach. A little bit of friendly revenge. And I figured friendly revenge over a knife in the stomach was a fair trade.
Where does Halid reside?
Oh,
Dead Willow.
Lives in Dead Willow. Dead Willow.
What a
It's
lovely
near where
sounding
you caught
place.
me last night.
Oh,
Can Cindy perception to see if Fennec truly didn't know it was gonna hurt? Like if he seems genuine
you
in
just have
his
to
story.
believe.
Yeah. Roll me a blind perception. He seems pretty genuine.
Okay.
You can tell he's maybe fighting with it a little bit himself. Like, was it more self-defense for himself, or did he really not know? He seems a little unsure, but he doesn't seem like, yeah, of course I did it.
Hey, Drow 007, you really think the caravan would leave without us? You think they're so rude that they would go without us? No, they're just hanging out next to the tap.
That's
How does
classic
the wagon
caravan
leave
law.
without Gunnar?
Out of here. Gunnar is the caravan.
Well, Bort was,
He was.
but Bort's not there anymore.
He's not there anymore. And it was this goblin's fault. Gunnar kills the goblin.
Just be careful, Alan's tricky.
How smart is Halid? Because he doesn't seem very smart, but then
Not
again,
very, but he's dirty.
Well, yes. Okay.
Well, look, we've got our own person here who's not smart but is very dirty. This beautiful little pig called Pumpkin. How's it going, Pumpkin? All right. Look, I think maybe we should go and pay this Halid a visit.
You just let me know if you need any backup.
Visit? I thought that we were going to go and exact justice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a justice visit.
you have a deputy with you now. Just if it gets out of
Yes.
hand, feel free to return to me after it's out of hand and let me know. But go scout it out first.
Sure.
Oh. Should we use deadly force then?
Preferably not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, of course not.
Just he does notes, right? He points at Sokra. Just
Yes, I
get
will
an
be sure
account if
to
anything
very
happens.
carefully document all interactions with this person and make sure that if anything happens to go wrong or off the book, it will make it into my report. So
Yeah.
don't
it's
do any of that.
It's part of the
any you.
deputy's job to prepare the documents for the circuit judge. So if you
Oh,
could
yes,
do
yes.
that,
They will be very, very accurate documents.
that's a deputy. Good job.
I am very impartial.
Good. Best of luck then.
All right, we're going to go kill Halid.
Let's
Okay.
do it.
You guys heading off to Dead Willow?
Yep.
Rolf will show you like a map and point out Dead Willow to you, so you have an accurate description of where to go before you head off. Any preparations before you guys arrive? You're heading north. You're recognizing the area that you're going to. You were there last night. Looks a bit different in the daytime. Looks a bit sadder. You can get a very clear view of all these poor, abandoned, rundown homes. Any preparations before you get there?
Yeah, can anybody with actual treat medicine skill and, a medicine kit maybe heal me my final 2 health?
Giles, pull out your sewing kit and fix up Gunnar.
And so,
Oh, yes, of course.
I think I have a healing kit. Maybe I don't.
If anybody has a medicine higher than 4, I'd very much appreciate your assistance.
Rolf would have given you guys healing tools if you needed before you went.
I'm medicine 2.
Very good. So you guys are going to do a little treat wounds.
Yes.
Okay,
Can
so
Giles
who's treating
do
who?
it?
Giles can do a medicine with a +4.
On
Yep.
Cindy.
Sure.
Giles,
full health? Oh, you're not.
no.
All right, Giles is going to roll for... Oh, you can roll. He's your minion.
No, you roll. No, you're my minion.
Okay, D20. That's a 12 plus 4 is 16.
16's
What's
what
any
you get.
affirmation?
So that's going to be 2d8 of healing.
Ooh.
Evelyn, are
I
you
love it.
treating Sokra?
Oh, I could give it a try.
I think it
Oh,
would be
and we're out of
appreciated.
combat, so maximize that healing actually and just heal for 16.
Uh,
That's a house rule. I like to just maximize healing when we're out of combat.
Got it.
oh dear, did that hurt?
You do.
So you didn't critically fail. You do have a hero point if you wanted to use that, or it just won't heal him and he'll be immune to it for an hour.
Okay, I'll use my hero point. So if chat wants to give me any more,
Wink, wink, chat.
wink, wink, chat. Oh, that's better.
Okay,
Right?
so it is
10.
better, but still not quite enough. 15 is what you're looking for.
Oh,
So you're kind of patching up, but he's got some, Not really sure what to do with this massive puncture wound. It's kind of swelling. It's probably itching and bothering him a bit.
She's probably just like putting like an herb on it. It's like, is it fixed now? Do you feel better?
Yep. It's fixed. Just it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
And you know what? That was a lovely hero point from chat. So roll 1d8 and we'll give you a little something, Sokra.
Oh, yay. Do I get to roll it?
Yeah, you can roll it.
Okay.
Those herbs.
Well, I
gotta
trust
do
you to roll
something.
it. That's the question. Okay.
Hey, 6 is pretty
6.
Thank you. That actually does bring me up.
good. Look at that.
Now, can you go to
Yay.
15? Do you still have that drain 1?
Drained 1 would have dropped off of you after you. Oh, no, you didn't
You
rest.
didn't rest.
Yeah, no, you are still drained 1.
Okay. Got that drained 1.
Good stuff.
Hey
Okay.
man, that paperwork was really draining.
I would like to
had
point out that I just called for people to heal Gunnar, and I'm the only one who hasn't been.
But, do you want me to try?
Oh, is Gunnar still hurt?
Gunnar's missing 2 health.
Yeah. Let me get you guys all on the map over here.
Giles would have. Cindy told him to.
Okay, cool. Then Giles can roll again.
Hey,
That looks
look
like
at
it
that.
works.
Giles is rolling like a champ. So
So I'll pull
2d
myself back to full health.
16 since you succeeded.
I mean, look, even if you roll
Jeez.
minimum, I'm back on full health.
Good stuff.
Evelyn has taken no damage so far.
Yeah.
So
you guys
that's
are doing
nice.
Great. She
Maybe you
avoided
should get
big
more involved in the
bugs.
combat next time, Evelyn. Maybe get up into the front lines with me and
But-
my pig.
I caught Finnick, didn't I?
Well, that's true. You did very well. He did kick you in the shoulder. I remember that, so you should take 1 damage.
You weren't there for that.
No, you told me about it afterwards. You relayed it all very precisely.
Oh yeah.
So you guys approach this.
Technically,
house
I have
here.
resistance to all physical damage, but you know.
Also, yeah, while we're shoving things in here, Sokra would have shifted his investigation over to Halid.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Halid is the investigation. You guys approach this old rundown house. This house is standing, though just barely. Like, this place is in shambles. There's holes in the roof. The walls look like they have like chips in them and are pretty run down. They're definitely not doing a great job at protecting from the elements. The yard is choked with weeds. There's a big dead tree in the center over here.
That would be the dead willow.
Yeah, there's a path, just a dirt path leading up. You can see the front door right up here. What are you guys doing? And we are in exploration mode right now. So if there's anything particular that you guys would like to be doing, such as like constantly searching for treasure, searching for traps, searching for enemies, scouting ahead, having a shield raised, like you can tell me your default state of being if it's anything special. And also you can kind of tell me your default marching order. Like, is Gunnar always going to be up front?
No, the
Bill-
deputy is up front.
True.
Nope.
Nope.
So I was going to make explicit that I did give Gunnar my deputy badge.
Oh.
Will you accept Gunnar?
Oh, am I the deputy? Yeah, I'll take it.
Oh, that's dangerous.
Hold on, wait. Let me bring it back.
So Deputy
God.
I think
Gunnar.
I'm giving it to him. Gotta
Temporary
throw
deputy
gasoline
Gunnar.
on the giant pile of dynamite.
All right, can I leading up to this? I am a little worried that,
you made a badge.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh man.
Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah. So what are you doing, Gunnar?
So, look, I'm a little worried about Halid. Look, all we know about him is he's both on edge because he knows that this goblin is in prison and is a bit of a dirty, sneaky guy, right? So I am not just waltzing up to the front door and knocking on the door and being like, oh, Halid, it's me, Gunnar, I'm come to fight you. So my worry is that he set some kind of trap or ambush, or he's hiding somewhere weird. So I would actually like to be sort of, I don't know if, like, now that we're here, I don't know if I can, like, be tracking Halid. I want to see if I can see if, like, he's had footprints coming back here that, like, have led around, or if he's, like, hiding, if there's any notes that he's hiding, like, behind the big tree or whatever. So I want to, like, just be on the lookout for any little branch snaps or bits of mud or whatever that indicate he's somewhere other than inside.
Sure. Would you say Hallett your hunted prey?
I would also say Hallett is my hunted prey.
Wonderful.
Oh, by the way, these are the boots that he was wearing last night. So look for tracks that look like that. +1.
Ah, I look for tracks that have the same
That a clue
tread
in?
as his boots.
Lovely. Yeah, go ahead and roll me a survival, Gunnar, to keep an eye out for that.
Sure.
Cindy's
that's just-
detecting magic. That's her exploration.
Okay, she's going to
Yeah.
be detecting magic periodically.
And Evelyn's probably just, I don't know if she can just be like on like alert or something, just like trying to see if anything.
Yeah,
Like it's popping
Sokra will
out.
be searching the area.
For sure.
Also.
So let's get perceptions from Evelyn and Sokra, and a survival from Gunnar, and then Cindy.
Are
will
we
just be
affirmated
casting
or whatever?
You guys are +2.
And I get a
Hey.
+1 from the clue in?
Dang.
That you do.
All right,
And a
let's go.
+2 for your hunt prey.
Yeah. Oh, are you kidding me? I had a
Oh.
+9. I still got a
How many
+1.
ones have you
Use-
rolled?
Hero
You do
point
have 2
that.
hero points. Chat's been
yep.
gifting you guys a lot.
Gunnar summons up the power of his ancestors and he says, Gunnar and Gunnar and Gunnar and Eric. Wait, there was only 2 Gunnars. Gunnar and Eric, guide my hands. And I re-roll my survival with big old bonus. There we go,
That's
24.
much better. Okay. So you guys are on the lookout. Cindy is detecting magic. Yeah, go ahead and approach where you guys want. This big black mass in the center here is the block division of the walls. So this is the building here. Move yourselves as you will.
Okay.
Yeah, Sokra is going to be kind of like back flank Gunnar. You know, let him lead, but
Now, Gunnar, as you approach, you can see that there is quite a bit of foot traffic around here that does match the boots that Sokra explained to you, though none of it goes to the front door. It was always going around the back. There's almost no foot traffic up to the front door.
Ooh, okay, cool. So
And-
I turn. Yeah.
Also, Evelyn, you and Sokra, actually, you guys both spot a tripwire that's kind of, so his front door is very run down and it looks like the door is tied shut with a rope, but you can also see that there's just a whole bunch of dust and debris in front of the door and a pile of garbage to the side. And you can see that rope from the door is actually slightly covered with the debris and leading to what looks to be a loaded crossbow in the pile of garbage.
well, that's not the code.
Can Evelyn just like get behind the crossbow and just like unload it?
For sure.
Can I take the
wait,
crossbow?
Wait, before you fire the crossbow. If he hears the crossbow go off or unloaded, he might think, aha, my trap has been sprung. Look, it looks like he's gone around the side of the building. Why don't one of you stay here? And I'll start heading around the side of the building. And you can spring it, try and loudly spring it, like we can hear it fire. Get out of the way, and he might think, haha, my trap, and he'll reveal himself prematurely.
I do have a very convincing pain squawk.
Yeah, you squawk like a stuck chicken.
Okay.
We can stick a pin in that one until later.
What do you want Giles to do?
I don't know. Do you want to make sandwiches or something, Giles?
Yes,
I'm sure
Giles,
this will be
make some
overseen.
sandwiches.
All right, I'll make. We're thinking what? Cheese and cucumber. I have no cheese or cucumber, but I'll see what I can rustle up.
Very well.
Does he have turnips?
Look, there's always turnips. And what is a turnip if not a cucumber? I don't know. I don't know that. What is turnip if not cucumber persevering? I don't know. I'm something.
Wise words. Okay, so Gunnar's going around the back.
Yes. I want to get to this wall. Can I peek around the wall, see if there's anything around there?
You sure can. Yeah, and when you peek around the wall, you don't see anything. You just see kind of the back of the house there.
All right. I'm going to keep traveling up.
Very good. Yeah, you can see it looks like the footprints are leading around to the back of the house over here, and they end. And you can see that it looks like the window on the back here appears to be boarded up You can actually see it's on a hinge, and it looks like it opens inwards, and it's not actually boarded up.
Okay, I'm going to wait. I'm not going to try to open the window. I'm going to wait until I hear the crossbow go off. So I'm waiting for their mark.
Okay.
Yeah, Evelyn will probably like we're not gonna trip the trap, but she'll just try and fire it.
Okay, so she's gonna shoot the crossbow just kind of off towards the side with nobody in the way.
Yeah.
Is Sokra making a pained noise? Ah! Beautiful. Yeah, so Gunnar, you can hear from the back.
Crossbow.
You hear a thunk, and then you hear Sokra squawk. And then, yeah, Evelyn, you can easily untie the crossbow here now and take it. This is just a light crossbow. There's probably like a few bolts in the garbage here. I don't make you guys track mundane ammunition, so you can just say you get some bolts if you want to use it.
Okay. I just figured nice to have.
So Gunnar, you hear the bolt go off. Nothing seems to follow. Inside? You don't hear. Roll me a perception.
I will. Perception. Do I get the +2 for hunter prey?
Sure do. Well,
all right.
No, well, maybe.
Look, yeah, exactly. Look, I'll
don't roll, and I'll apply if it's applicable.
Yeah, exactly. If it matters, then you tell me. I'll just add a +2 for affirmation.
In fact, I'll just say this: with your hunted prey, I'm just going to lower the DCs by 2, and then that's probably easier.
Yeah, whatever's easier. I got a 13.
So you hear what sounds like a distant bark, just a, but it doesn't sound like it's like right on the other side of this door. It sounds confusingly far away for the size of this house.
Okay. Well, look, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna go through the window.
Okay, you got to push it open, and it is latched. You can only get it open so much.
Interesting. Can I give it
latched
a big
from
old
the inside?
Can I give it a big old hefty kick?
Yeah, that would be an athletics check.
All right.
You imagine it would probably be loud, but you can definitely probably try to force it.
All right, here we go. Athletics. That's a 20.
Nice.
Yeah, that latch is sturdy, but not sturdy enough. You just, with a loud crunch, you push that board up. You hear a pop as the latch breaks, and you can definitely crawl in there. When you get inside, this place looks terrible. It's just filled with debris. It looks like the roof has mostly collapsed. It's kind of like there's patches of thatch on the top that looks like it's been kind of lazily replaced, but this roof definitely collapsed in at one point. Go ahead and roll me on perception.
Currently can't get in because it doesn't want to put me through a wall. Is there a way I can see the inside? Can I click the open door button? Will that do it?
There you go.
Oh, nice. You've moved me. Thank you.
You're inside.
Oh, okay. Wild. Am I rolling perception? Sorry, did you say?
Yeah, go ahead and roll a perception.
All right. Tell me if I'm not affirmated. I'll just keep adding +2 to everything.
Yeah, you're affirmated for now until somebody decides to be sinister.
That's a 22.
Okay, a 22 as you pop in here.
Hey, Chase.
Yeah.
I don't mean to interrupt the flow. I don't think that the stream can see inside the house. It's just black for them.
Ah, that's a good point. I'm going to turn off token vision. I don't think it's adding a whole lot here. Thank you for pointing that out, Toby.
You're welcome. I heard a bird pointing it out over and over. And I just couldn't get him out of my head.
Good. There we go. So, yeah. Sorry for your immersion, guys, but I think you'll survive. All right, yeah. So you get in there. You can see, looking around this room, there is a hatch leading down right here. And you also see like a very thin column going up from the hatch to the roof. It looks kind of like a support to the house, but it's definitely like not well built. And it looks like the hatch is it looks like the support is almost over the hatch a little bit. Like you'd have to move the support to open the hatch.
Interesting. I'm going to do a quick scout of the other room, just kind of to make sure there's nobody standing around. And then I'm going to open the door to let the others in.
Very good. Yep, you go open the door, no troubles. You guys can see the same thing in there. Some nasty debris. Back over in here in this room, as you guys are walking in, it looks kind of like an old ruined kitchen. Sokra, that's odd triggers. That support looks like it's holding up just a chunk of debris. Like you figure if that support is moved, the roof is probably caving in.
Oh, goodness.
And I was just about to whip out my architecture lore to ask a question about that exact thing. Would have been my first time using it.
Well, it was used automatically with your that's all.
I guess. Sounds good. I'll have to remember that.
Yo,
Giles, did you bring my chair?
Again, no, I forgot to bring the chair, but if I could emulate a chair for you if you'd like. You
I
can
think I
sit
see a
here on
stump
the
over
small
there.
of my back.
I see a stump. Can you just bring it over here? No need for us to do the heavy lifting.
I'm so sorry. The stump is actually this is an actual stump. I would need a few hours and some shovels to bring it over to you. You could join me and sit on the stump if you'd like.
Well, we have time.
Okay, I'll start digging. You just for the moment you'll have to stand. I apologize, my lady.
Very well. We're outside.
Okay. They're dealing with that. What's the rest of you doing?
Look, so obviously he's got to be in this
hatch.
Yeah, he's got to be in the hatch. You're saying maybe if we open this, we'll all die in a terrible roof collapse?
Wasn't the support like something that was just kind of hanging out over here, not the trapdoor?
So no, the support is covering like the lip of the trapdoor that opens up. So it looks like that trapdoor can't be opened up without disturbing the support.
Now I get to whip out the architecture lore to see if there's a way to shore up the supports.
There you go.
You do.
Can I add my pursue a lead since it's related to Hallett or no?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. I'll take it. 16.
A 16. Yeah, so you would know that support, it doesn't look like it's been built in like it should be to a home, right? Like this is clearly a set trap. And you feel like you could probably very carefully scooch that support backwards to free up the hatch, though it would be risky. You feel like with your knowledge of architecture, you could probably have a better understanding of it. Mechanic wise, you would have a lower DC.
Gunnar,
Yeah.
I have a job for you and your pig.
Yeah, of course. What do you want to do?
So this pillar right here, it's in the way, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I think based on how all this stuff is arranged, maybe we could slide it off, using some rope and pulley.
Hey, look, I'm assuming I probably didn't bring my big heavy bag with all my stuff in it to this house. But look, if you give me maybe 5 minutes, I could come back with a full pulley and rope and all the stuff we need. It's just in my bag.
Oh, let's just use some heavy rubbish is something to.
Yeah, we can use something. I'm just saying, if you want, I have all the gear just in the caravan. It's only just on the other side of, it's just down that side of town. If you want to wait 5 minutes here, maybe.
Need to see what's in the hatch, Bill.
I know. Come back and open the hatch.
Ian, I need to see this.
Yeah. Okay. Look, we can just try it if you want.
Yes. We don't need to worry about that. It'll be fine.
All right, here we go.
Fine.
So Gunnar's gonna just hug the support column.
I was thinking we could just drag the rope out of the building.
Oh, so you're just gonna yank it? You're just gonna trigger it?
Oh yeah.
I think Evelyn's gonna overheard all
carefully.
this, just step outside.
Yeah, no. Look,
Carefully.
Gunnar,
Carefully.
the plan here, as Gunnar says it, is he's gonna hug the column and he's just gonna go.
However you want to do it, just be careful and
just a careful little wiggle until he can get it just to the right spot.
Yeah, just do it that way and not the way that you were going. Because if you go that way, the way you were going, it's going to collapse right on your head.
You give me wiggle directions, I'll wiggle in the appropriate way.
Yes, that way, and
Okay,
I'll just stand out here doing a
here we
good job. You're doing a good job.
So let's do this mechanic. So Sokra, you're standing back advising. Gunnar's actually like trying to move it himself.
Yeah, I'm just shimmying it.
Okay, so go ahead and roll me an assist here, Sokra, using your architecture lore. I'm going to double your bonus from this if you help, since this is very applicable. And then Gunnar, this isn't really strong work. This is careful work. So this is going to be
hero point that 3 I got.
Very nice.
Much better. 22.
So you're going to have a +2 to this, Gunnar, and this is going to be a thievery check.
A thievery check?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not stealing anything.
It's so thievery also pertains to disabling traps.
You're stealing the show.
That's fair. All right, so I'm untrained. I got +2 from my dexterity. Are we affirmated +2?
You're +1 now because chat just dropped it.
And am I getting something else from the help?
Yeah, +2 total. So you're at a total of +3.
All right, so I got a +5.
You can technically make this hazard your hunted prey.
That's wild. That doesn't make any sense. I'll just roll the +5.
Okay.
Oh!
Do you have a hero point?
You do.
It's too. I can't keep using hero points. Sometimes you just have to take the consequences of our actions.
But this seems like a
I mean,
bad
you can actually
consequence.
literally keep on using hero points, though, is the
I
thing. You can
love
literally keep doing that.
I love it.
Sometimes.
Does the audience can we put up a poll? Does the audience really want us to just avoid these dangers?
Hero point or no hero point, chat, what do you think? Should we let him crit fail on this trap or should we have him re-roll it?
Love this. I love this.
And in the meantime, Evelyn, you said that like you're seeing this plan in action and you're just kind of slowly stepping out.
Yeah.
Very good.
She's very skeptical of everything after her experience last night.
Okay, I like it. And we
People
have
wanna
2
see the
all
crit fail.
caps chaos crit fail. So Bill, no hero point?
No hero point. Look at these. You know, this is about
I love it
entertainment.
so much.
Okay, tell me how
Besides,
you
Gunnar canonically doesn't make it to Tabletop Treasure Hunters, so who knows what's going to happen to Gunnar?
That is true.
Neither
very
does Cindy. Don't say these things.
Suddenly, Giles pulls a knife on Cindy.
So Gunnar, tell me how you fail. How do you just really screw this up?
Oh, it makes perfect sense. Gunnar goes, arms round, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Oh, this doesn't seem to be moving. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. No, wait, hold on. I think maybe it's just a little bit heavier than I think. Let me just really plant my feet and give it a good old wiggle. And he plants his feet and he goes, whoop, and the whole column just pulls right out.
And immediately
the bottom just slips straight out.
it is like a sinkhole where it starts in the middle and then crumbles inward, and the whole roof just comes down on Gunnar here. So Gunnar, I need you to make me a reflex save.
All right. I'll take a +1 at that. Now this is better. I got a +8 on this.
Ooh.
Oh, I see you. I saw you. 15.
Okay, so a 15 is a success, which means you're going to take half damage. But because you crit failed the trap, like you are practically bringing this house down. Like that was just, you tugged it at the wrong spot. So it's going to be double damage, and then you're taking half from it. So you're essentially taking full damage.
Just damage.
But we're going to roll it as double damage. And you're take half.
Oh, that was a disgusting number of D6s.
Okay, so you're going to take 11 damage, Gunnar.
11. I thought you said it was normal. Oh, so you rolled the double, then you halved it.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because I only have 20 health.
And you are like, you're stuck. Like you're covered in rubble. What are you guys all doing? This is loud. Like this is a crumble. There's a big cloud of dust that raises up from this. There's walls standing, but like even part of the walls came down with the roof.
Giles, stop digging that stump. Gunnar needs us. Go help him.
All right, off I go. Giles wants over to help.
Yeah, I think Sokra was supposed to be, watching, and then just got distracted by a lovely conversation with Evelyn about how tarot cards work.
Oh yeah, she's telling you about how all of her cards magically were changed to the same card, even though she drew them all and knew that shouldn't be a thing.
And it's not one of those things where like you peel off the front of it and there's like another face on the back, like that the gamblers do. Is really
No.
just change themselves.
Oh, if I pulled one out and looked at it, is it just like a random card?
It is back to normal. Yeah.
Everybody, I feel as if I've
can
been crushed under a tower.
Can I solicit? Can I solicit some flavor?
Oh yeah, for sure.
The death card just happens to come out.
Come on, everyone knows that the death card's all cool and happy and about change and growth.
It's upside down though.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
And so is the house now.
All right, Gunnar dies.
Is
that's
Pumpkin?
That's not a. Oh, Gunnar.
There's Pumpkin.
Is Pumpkin safe?
Pumpkin's like pawing, hoofing at the buried Gunnar now.
Damn it, let's quick. We need to get them out of there.
Oh,
Yes, it's very helpful if you
alright.
could maybe like, I don't know. Can anybody cast clear rubble? I heard maybe some people could cast clear rubble, and then all the rubble disappears.
I
That's
think
what
they
my
might have
father
been
told
making
me.
a joke about hard work.
No, I'm pretty sure he said the exact words. Oh, if you became a magician, you could just magic this rubble away, but you cannot, so you must work hard, Gunnar. So I think it was serious. My father wouldn't lie to me.
Giles, hurry up! What are you waiting for?
Okay.
Giles clears all the rubble. He casts clear rubble.
Yeah, so everybody can either roll me an athletics check,
Oh,
or
gosh.
they can do something else that they think would contribute to digging out Gunnar.
Giles will athletics for sure. Cindy's not. She's still sitting down.
Lore architecture again. I have so much of a bonus to it.
Oh yeah, for sure. You can totally use architecture lore here.
Yeah, 25.
Very nice.
Seems Gunnar is stuck.
Gunnar can also help himself.
Okay, now we can get
that's
these. We can get these pieces kind of leveraged up like this, and then that'll take off most of the mass.
Yeah, Evelyn will try to help. She's not particularly good at this,
Okay.
as we saw from my 0 earlier. 4.
Okay. Very good. Gunnar, are you working on yourself, or are you gonna just lay
working
there
on
and let
yourself?
him help?
I suppose I should try and free myself. Yeah, what do I roll?
Athletics or anything else that you think is applicable.
Oh, that's Pumpkin, not me.
And
Yeah,
Giles
athletics
can
makes
roll as
sense
well
to
with
me.
a +4.
Are we +1?
You guys are +1.
Hiya! Oh, 13.
Okay. Yeah, you're just so pinned. You can't really get the leverage you need to like lift stuff off of yourself.
You want to roll for Giles, Bill?
Oh, sure. I'll just roll a clean D20 here. Oh, 19 plus 5.
Giles
That's
getting work done.
24.
Giles is like, has so many skills.
Those really did
Giles-
no clear
Giles-
rubble.
Pulls a groundskeeper Willie, and he takes off his clothes, and suddenly he's just ripped underneath.
So good.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Now, Sokra, with you using architectural here, you critically succeeded. Evelyn critically failed. So would you have a choice here? Would you like to either make this go faster, or would you like to prevent some potential harm to Evelyn?
I'm gonna get hurt. It's just rubble.
Kill Evelyn. I mean, no, she's fine.
It's your choice, you know.
What you thinking, Sokra?
Oh, sorry. I thought that this was at Giles.
Oh, maybe did I say Giles on accident? I meant Sokra if I said Giles.
Yeah, no. Let's so it was save Gunnar or prevent damage from Evelyn.
Yep.
Okay. I will. Oh, that's a tough one. I will. How's your health, Evelyn?
I mean, it's full, but I don't have a lot of hit points.
Okay, you're poorly constituted. Let's
Yeah.
Poorly constituted.
This is true.
I want that on a shirt.
constituted
Poorly
just like your skeletons. Okay, let's stop some damage from Evelyn.
Okay, stopping the damage from Evelyn. So Evelyn is, doing her best to help with the rubble, and she's kind of just picking up little pieces here and there. And you can see that she's about to pull out a piece that's going to cause like a little slide under her feet and possibly impale her leg on something sharp. You're able to spot that and warn her of it.
No, don't. Just like, careful about that.
Oh.
Very good.
Oh, okay.
And with that, you guys are eventually able to teamwork this rubble. Giles is getting work done. Sokra is able to point out exactly the most efficient way to do this. Gunnar, once you get some arm length free, you're able to help as well.
Evelyn
Cindy's
stops
cheering him
helping.
on.
Yeah, Evelyn joins Cindy and it's like,
Yes.
I'm not very good at this.
Of course, dear. Let me show you how I handle hard work.
Points at Giles. All right, so Gunnar, you are free. Now you guys are able to clear out a good portion. The trap door is still covered, but you feel like you could probably uncover it easy enough, seeing that you're able to get Gunnar out.
Well, look, I mean, we've made it this far, but I have like rubble dust in my. Yeah, maybe we go underneath.
Yes. You still have the thing that I gave you? Didn't get crushed in the rubble?
Oh, you mean this badge? And he lifts up a crumpled badge. The metal has bent. It now looks very sad, and it's much more elliptical than circular. It's about that tall now.
Gasoline. All used up. It's all evaporated.
It's a very beat up turnip badge. It looks like it could probably be salvaged with some work, but as of right now, it's a very sad turnip badge.
Badge reflects our spirits, crushed under the weight of this rubble. But we shall persevere, much like justice.
Well, it's more of a concept anyway, so you still have the powers that it grants. So
Yeah.
just run with that. Run with that.
Wonderful. I'll keep it pinned to my chest. It did stab me when the rubble fell, but
You
symbolically,
have
I
like
suppose
blood
it's still-
streaming down from the badge.
Yeah, look, it's fine. There's lots of blood coming off Gunnar right now. He's got 9 health. He says, okay, well, shall we open the door, everybody?
Well, sure. Should
Okay.
someone else go first? You look a little bit.
No, it's okay. I'm fine. I'm good. I'm good. Don't worry about it.
Giles. I don't have
No,
that
look, if he
power.
wants to go first, I won't stand in his way.
Giles, open the door for the man.
Oh, all right, here I go. I'm just opening the door.
So
There are no traps. Just blindly opening the door. Here we go.
So Giles blindly opens the door, and Gunnar's going down first.
Yeah, Gunnar's going first.
So it looks dark down there.
Does anybody have like a lantern or anything?
Giles has a torch.
Oh, here you are. Torch for you.
Yeah, and Evelyn will put up some dancing lights.
Be careful with the torch. My grandmother made it.
Okay.
Never
Gunnar,
had cause to use it, but she's passed it
sending you
down through the
down
generations.
I'm sending you down south on the map here. So there's a ladder leading down. So you get your torch, you get your dancing lights.
Am I the only one who didn't see any of this before?
I didn't either.
Oh, I zoomed out when the map got detokenized.
Oh,
Yes, it was dark before. So it's fine. You weren't supposed to see it anyways, because there's like this faded cutoff, which really doesn't connect. It's like multiple maps melded into
Oh.
one.
I'm going to do my best to keep my view limited to what we now can see.
There you go. All right, so you head down the ladder, and there's a door in front of you.
I open it.
Okay. Is anybody else following Gunnar down?
Yes, I am.
oh yeah, Evelyn will follow.
Sokra.
Pumpkin.
Cindy.
Oh yeah, what
will-
is happening with Pumpkin down here?
Wow.
Like
Can Pumpkin get down? Does Pumpkin need to be
Pumpkin is-
carried?
so this ladder is about 15 feet down.
As Gunnar climbed down the ladder, Pumpkin was on his shoulders.
Okay, roll me an athletics check.
Oh, you think I can't make an athletics check to carry my own pig?
4.
Hey, that's how
Okay.
nat ones happen, is when
Yeah, I
words
was
like
about
that
to
are
say.
spoken.
tempt fate some more, why don't you?
Well, a 12 is good enough with you got plus 1 13. That's good enough to get your pig
I'm a
kind of
hefty hauler.
clumsily.
I can hold the mass of a pig without being encumbered.
You have hefty hauler. Oh yeah, easy peasy then.
I'm designed.
You wear pumpkin like
hauling.
a scarf. You get pumpkin down there. Evelyn is going down. Cindy, Giles, what are you guys doing?
Giles, do we want to follow them down, or do we want to wait up here?
Oh, look, it's up to you. I'm quite happy to be away from the danger if I can.
Let's assume I'm asking your opinion. What would you say?
My opinion? You've never asked me my opinion before.
You're just playing pretend, Giles. I'm not really asking. I just want to know what you would say if I did ask.
Well, look, I'd say that it seems they do need help. And as people with power, we're in position to help those in need.
Of course. Let's go down. Do you think you could carry me like he carried his pumpkin?
I could attempt it, madam, but I would be worried for your sake that you might fall down this ladder if I did make a mistake. I wouldn't want you to bruise yourself. So it's up to you. If you're happy to make the climb yourself, it would be safer.
Well, I will climb down, but you go first and help me when I get to the bottom.
I will. Feel free to jump the last few rungs.
Okay, so Cindy's taking herself down there, yeah?
Yeah, she's gonna reach a hand out and let Giles help her down the rest of the way.
Okay, so Giles, then Cindy. Okay, you guys get down here. Gunnar, you open this door.
Yes.
When you open the door, there is a little bit of light in the room. There is some lit torches on the walls in here, so it's dimly lit. And this old wooden door swings open on rusted hinges with a creak, revealing a room lit by a single flickering torch. Through the gloom, you see piles of small crates and more than a few barrels stacked up haphazardly on the south side of the room. Opposite you is a stout wooden door with iron bands, while the north side of the room is bare, save for an iron gate set into the middle of the wall. The stench of smoke and damp dog hangs heavy in the air.
Damp dog?
Damp dog. And Sokra, when this door opens, your that's odd triggers. You see a very subtle little eye slit in this door straight ahead, and you see a pair of eyes looking through it. One of them is kind of milky and dead, much like Halid's was.
I think you're
we
muted.
shouldn't do that. That's a ridiculous idea. I'm going to pretend I didn't even hear it.
Also, here's another picture of Halid in case you guys have forgotten.
I did forget.
Is Ian still muted here?
Oh, he's 100% muted.
Oh, shoot.
There you are.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
I was, what was I? Oh, yeah. Rant about how he insulted my honor, and this is important, and those eyes look like those eyes. So, go.
Okay, look. Now, okay, I'd just like to, Sokra, could you take this torch from me? Because if we're going to be as effective as I can be in these hallways, I'm going to need both hands on this big old lovely sword. Right?
Yeah,
So,
I'll just kind of like jog past, I guess. And this is the stupidest idea ever, but Sokra grabs the torch and tries to throw open the door.
Okay, so
how trapped is he?
Before that, so you're ranting, you're shouting, Gunnar's having you take the torch.
You take the torch.
As Gunnar is, as you're taking the torch from Gunnar, you hear this creaking sound, and you see this gate up on the north side of the room start to slowly raise up. It's raising from the ground up into the ceiling with this loud creak, and you see these dog snouts start growling and wildly sniffing under the gate. A few of them. You see quite a few dog snouts under the door. And we will end there. and
Ooh.
pick
No,
up
dog
next
snouts.
time.
What?
Let me write this down.
Yes, take your notes for next time, because next time, sadly, will not be for a couple weeks. Did you have something, Ian?
Yeah. While I was muted, I did shout at the door in character. Something along the lines of, "You stop!" And quick, open the door. Somebody behind there. Something like that.
Oh, very good. Yeah, it would have been the same result. Would have just dead stared you and began to open the gate.
Yeah.
So
Just making sure that they know I'm there.
Oh yeah, okay, definitely. You definitely made a good scene. So that's it for this episode, everybody. Now, sadly, we will not be playing Fall of Plaguestone next week. That's the bad news. We have a couple people out of town, so we'll be picking this up. Oh my goodness, calendar.
I think it would be July, the first week of July.
Yeah, July 6th is when we'll be picking this up again. And then we'll be finishing off this little module before Tabletop Treasure Hunters launches on July 20th. The good news is next week, we're still going to be playing a game on Tuesday. Bill here is kind enough to have put together an awesome cast of some cool guest people that are going to be here. And we're going to play a game called Gateways. Go ahead and tell us about it, Bill.
So Gateways is a very chill game for fun, weird, one-shot adventures in which all the players use interdimensional portals to try and pull off a heist. That's basically the premise of how each game plays. It's a game that I wrote at the start of the year, and it's great, weird fun. I just played a session of it last night that involved new religions being founded and flooded temples and some very strange nonsense. There was this time where there were 10 guards trying to attack somebody, and then due to 2 portal malfunctions, 5 of those guards got duplicated to turn into 10 guards, and then the other 5 got turned into babies. It was very strange, but they ended up still being 10 guards. So we're going to be playing that next week. I will be GMing the game. Chase here, I hope he's on that side. Wait, there, whichever side. Chase here is going to be one of the players. We'll also be having PG Law, who is a survivor, multiple-time contestant who played with me a while ago on an Arium stream and is very, very fun. And also B from the Broadswords will also be joining us. And there might be another mystery guest, but, we don't know yet.
Yeah, we're working it out, but it's going to be great people regardless. So appreciate you running that, Bill. Very good. So that's us for this week, guys. Let's let our wonderful cast tell us about them one more time. Bill, we'll go with you last since you just spoke a little bit. Ian, tell us about you.
Yeah, I'm Ian. I do stuff like this on the internet and various things. Current most noteworthy project is Cashmiss on YouTube. Talk about tech, make weird jokes about anime, tsundere hard drives and stuff like that. It's stuff. It's good.
Sounds like a good time.
Yeah. Go check it out.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Shelby, tell us about you.
Hi, I'm Shelby Hall. I'm on the internet at Shelby is a Nerd everywhere, mainly on Twitter and Twitch, where I do TTRPG stuff and variety gaming and talk about those things and post pictures of my dog. So if you're interested in any of that, you can give me a follow.
Her dog is really cute. Can confirm. Seen it on stream.
Thank you.
Let Ian get to it.
Toby, tell us about you.
I'm Toby. You can find me at the Side Quest Inn, which is at thesidequestin.com. We do a Pathfinder podcast. We also did a Starfinder for our season 1. Super fun. I do a ton of voices for that show. So if you want to hear voices, that's where you go.
Always want to hear Toby voices for sure. Bill, now tell us more about yourself.
You can find the stuff I do at a website called consumethismedia.com. That has all the fun little weird things that I'm doing, including our show Escape This Podcast. We're currently between seasons on Escape This Podcast, but we've been releasing some bonus episodes. And this week, we just released an episode with the lovely Yule brothers from the podcast Finish It, in which we try and play through the entirety of Into the Jaws of Doom, which is a Goosebumps, give yourself Goosebumps book that only has one true ending and all the rest are immediate death. So it plays weirdly a lot like doing a fun escape room. So go and check that out. The first episode just released like the same time this stream went live. So check that out, and I'll see you next week. And come back for some gateways.
Yeah, do it. Awesome. Thank you, everybody. I'm Chase with Level 1 Geek. You guys will find me here doing stuff. My big thing I'm going to be GMing coming up is Tabletop Treasure Hunters. Our 3rd season starts July 20th. So tell your friends. We're going to have awesome people such as Bill, Shelby, Ian, and 9 other players this season. We've got 12 players. It's going to be crazy. We've got bigger stories. We've got arena matches. It should be good fun. And that's all going to be in the Pathfinder 2E system. And then if you guys want to join us tomorrow night, we have Defiant run by Emily over here with an awesome cast there as well. So check it out. Some post-apocalyptic royals, demons and angels and fun stuff. And I think that's all we have coming up, everybody. So if you would like to support our channel and want to see more content, subscribe on Twitch, YouTube, or any of our social medias. Or if you want to chat with us more regularly, join our Discord. We have a lot of fun over there. That's where we can talk to you guys on a more personal level. It's a good time. We share memes. We share food. We talk about games. It's good stuff. Also, if you guys want to catch up on any of our series, our YouTube is just about caught up. We've been working really hard to do that. Katie has been a video editing extraordinaire, and we're trying to keep those up more regularly for you guys. So if you miss, you can catch up on the series. Aside from that, you guys can also show your support by purchasing dice and cool stuff from Die Hard Dice or any of our other affiliate partners. You'll find our monthly discount code as well as our Patreon link in the discount section below. So thank you guys so much. We appreciate everything you guys do, chatting with us here, subs, follows, spreading the good word. Everything you guys do helps us keep doing this, and we love you very much for it. Now go take a long rest. Do not pull support beams away from houses with your bare hands. I would advise against it.
You'd probably do it.
I mean, if you want a good story.
True. If you do want a good story, though, you may not take it as well as Gunnar did. Just saying.
That's right, everybody. Go and injure yourself for a good story.
And with that, we'll catch you guys next time. Good night, everybody.
Good night.